who needs a dodge button? Who needs a dodge button when you can just choose to not take damage? It's just so easy. It is a lifestyle choice. I will just choose to not take damage. I will just choose not to get it. You know, if you're ever in a situation where you're about to take damage, just don't. Just opt not to, and easy peasy. Couldn't be simpler. Couldn't be simpler. Go ahead and grab chat window here. And then we'll almost be set. Almost. Bloop, bloop. This one does look pretty cool. Yeah, when I first heard about it, I think I first heard about it during the Steam Next Fest because the demo was kind of making the rounds. And when I first, this happens a lot where I'll see a game that looks really fucking dope, but I'll kind of hold off because, you know, when it comes to adding it to the wish list and seeing if it's on Keymailer or Dead Media or Dead Good Media, you know, any of these sites where you can request review keys, that kind of thing. Before I like jump into that aspect, I usually hold off a little bit, see how the demo was received. Ideally, if the game comes out, see how the reviews are looking. So I try to like kind of hold off and not get overly excited. But yeah, this is one where like when I first heard about it, I was like, this one looks really fucking dope. And I saw the I think on Steam you can actually find reviews for the demos. Of course, for the actual games themselves, the demo, the reviews are very prominent. But in some cases, not all, but in some cases you can actually leave reviews for demos. And I saw the reviews for the demo was like really positive. So that gave me all kinds of good vibes. I was very excited when I was able to get a review key for this one. So shout outs once again to Dead Good Media. Like a lot of these review sites have been like review key sites and publisher portal sites have been very good to us lately, but Dead Good in particular have given us some absolute bangers. So shout outs to Dead Good Media. They've been very good to me lately. And yeah, this game looks awesome. I don't really know how hard this game is. I don't know fully what the game loop entails. All I know is that there's sneaking, there's scavenging, there's combat, and there's also managing your shelter. I don't think it's quite as like all-encompassing as something like Zomboid is, but I don't know. This game looks dope, and I'm excited to jump into it. This game is, of course, in early access, so let's bear that in mind when it comes to, you know, maybe some scrunginess from time to time, but heard a lot of good things, and it looks really spectacular, so I'm very hopeful. It's like I said in the tweet that went out, zombie games are a dime a dozen, but this one looks special.
Now, I want to take a moment to thank y'all for your patience and resolve in these most challenging times. It's that Southern spirit, it's that Texas grit that gives me full confidence that we'll not only get through this crisis, but come out stronger on the other side.
All right, how do we tell him?
I only wish I could be here to see it, huh? However, folks, I regret to announce that today I'll be moving my office to a secure spot outside the
yes.
the city limits.
Right.
Now, no need to go assuming the worst. All right. This move is strictly to facilitate better coordination.
Right, of course.
Uniform, who are at this very moment putting together a surefire plan to retake our city and eradicate the... Huh? Let's get wait. They're where? Excuse me. So just, hold tight, secure your homes, and I assure you,
Hello?
the tide will turn. God bless you. God bless you.
I'm not sure if anyone out there is still listening to this trash, but if you are, know this. Nobody is coming to help you. There's no plan. Look, what they did, it's wrong. It's all wrong. We are trapped. And staying here isn't an option. You have to get out. Escape the city any way you can. Get out now.
Pretty interesting and pretty compelling introduction. I'm really impressed. Cool voice acting, really good production value. That was good. That was really good. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, Farsight, but I'm picking up what you're putting down. I was thinking the same thing. I thought that was good. That was good. Cultural mirror. Oh wait, was there something that came, well, yeah, I see Seribot nuked something. I think there was like something that came through very briefly, but I think Seribot clamped it down pretty quickly. Tracy and Wayne. Oh, okay, we get to choose. Okay, so we get to choose a series of homies, of buddies. But yeah, fell for Wayne, a rugged Bronc rider, who won her over. Planning a future together. Pregnancy test came back positive, as these things sometimes go. So dealing with an outbreak while also dealing with an inbreak, if you will. If you will. So melee damage is increased while low on health. Resistant to morale loss from low needs. Alcohol items cannot be consumed. For Tracy, that is. For Wayne, he's a thrill seeker. And a moonshiner. These... Now there's an incongruency here between this man can make crude moonshine and she does not drink. And spending a phase without leaving the shelter results in morale loss. Interesting. What else we got? Got Daryl and Leo. High school coach grappling with a difficult student named Leo. He's trying to stay by his side and help him locate his family. So Daryl, iron stomach, can eat anything. Whittler, he makes cheap but effective melee weapons, or they're cheaper at least. He's a bad cook, can only cook slop at the cooking station. Leo, he's a tough survivor. He's a slugger, good with melee. Voracious, loses more hunger each phase because if he's like a teenager, then yeah, he's always hungry. Sebastian and Diane, bunch of time outside of class, waiting tables. Always struggled to connect with Sebastian, the bar's reserved and curmudgeon-y owner. So Sebastian, he's a gunslinger. Or no, rather a gunsmith. He can craft ranged weapons. And a marksman. Also jaded. Morale is restored slower. Diane, untiring. Loses rest slower than others. Pretty optimistic rather. Passively gains morale. And poor craftsmanship. So not good at creating barriers. Hector and Kayla. Rebellious high school student Kayla, clashing with her overprotective father, who would push her into embracing his passion for outdoor living and self-reliance. And her mother was tragically lost during the outbreak. So Hector, he's a gearhead. Opponent resource, very good, very good. Fortifier, good at barricades, or at least cheaper in making barricades. And loses more rest each phase because he's an insomniac. Loses more rest each phase. I guess it just means you have to, like, try to get him to sleep more to kind of counteract that. Kayla's evasive. Small chance of just not taking damage. Escape artist. Create more lockpicks. And also reduced backpack size because she's small. She's small. And then Daphne and Penny. Dedicated therapist. Helping her patient Penny manage her intrusive thoughts and violent impulses. Oh, do I have a favorite already? Oh, is it too early? Is it too early to have a favorite? Nonsense. It's never too early. So Daphne, first aid, very good. Crafts good first aiding stuff, a little bit cheaper. Or crafts more of them for the same cost. She's a good cook. Recipes generate more food. She's a pacifist, not much for combat. Penny is the opposite of a pacifist. She's a violencist. Increased damage with a bladed weapon in particular. She's nice and sneaky. Haunted. Undead attacks may add a trauma state. Man, I'm not gonna lie. This pair sounds fun. Does anybody have any preferences? I don't know if I'm quite so much concerned about the abilities, because the pluses, the pros and cons inevitably will all, more or less probably balance themselves out. And also, this might be one of those games where you get into it and you start to see, oh man, like fucking barricade building is crazy important, but cooking food is not as important. It's sometimes hard to tell from the outset what aspects are best to focus on early on versus later on, blah blah blah. But yeah, the idea of a well-trained therapist being forced to try to survive a zombie apocalypse alongside their like most troubled patient, their most troubled and violent outburst-laden patient. It's almost a setup for a sitcom. It sounds so over the top and so weird. So if not just from a like role, I mean, this, I don't know how much of a role-playing experience this is, but or like how much the choice really matters too much. But yeah, this seems so bizarre. What I'm hoping is that if we can have specialized roles, maybe we can have Penny be the one that's fighting things and Daphne being the one that's holding down the fort. I don't know. We'll see. Let's jump in. Let's jump in. Do I need guidance? I am new to the game. This is a dangerous and unforgiving place. What I don't know is if this is one of those like procedurally generated kind of experiences. I didn't see any tags on Steam that indicated like rogue aspect, roguelike, roguelite experiences. I didn't see anything like that, or proc gen, procedural generation, or like you're just expected to get fucked a lot. Kind of like Zomboid, where you're gonna die a lot. That's just how it is. So I don't know what to expect as far as gameplay loop and gameplay length, I suppose. Barricades are in bad shape. I move to a new shelter. Find a new and also a place to escape. Find a new place. Get the heck out of Dodge. All right, so right now I'm controlling Daphne. Confirm action. Hold R. Confirm action. Hold R. I'm not sure. That's no survivors assigned. All right, so I can go up the stairs. Okay. Very Castlevania-esque. There we go. So it's this weird sort of like pseudo 2D or 2.5D, 2D, 3D. So I can't go down that way. We could potentially climb out the window if need be. Yeah, there's some zombinos down there. Okay. There's a way to switch. There we go. Interact, scavenge for resources. Got a map here. Windows are boarded up and lawn is patchy and turning brown. That's where, wait, no, that's where we could go. Although it's like shiny and golden to indicate that I think the game wants me to go this way. Irving Drive, best house on the worst street. I mean, not much of a threat. No medical stuff, but there's some resources there. This is more of a threat. That's kind of cool. They gave you a little estimate of what to expect. So this is the lowest hanging fruit. Not as much stuff, but there's something. That's pretty cool. There's a crafting bench of sorts. If I wanted to build lockpicks, we have... Actually, what do we have right now? I guess we have some things. Okay. We have some things. Yeah, the barricades are in the top right corner. Right now, we've got about half the health for that stuff. What else can we do here? It seems like you can switch off pretty easily on the fly. Either interact. Or you can build up barricades if we so chose. Anything else upstairs? Boop, 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 boop. So the windows leading out. If you wanted to... Yeah, if you wanted to just put somebody in rest time and sleepy times. Yeah, can't go into the bathrooms. Can't go further down into the foregrounds. So is it... I guess I have no melee weapons assigned right now, equipped or anything, or no weapons at all. So here's the food we have. We have some medical stuff, some basic resources for crafting components. Lockpicks, all right, yeah, survivor. She's got, yeah, here are the traits. Escape plan. Covered any leads associated with the escape plan. So look for leads. Gathering leads will help you unlock them. More plans coming soon. All right, so yeah, let's go back down then. So let's just switch off because she's down here. So I think what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to say prepare scavenge. Scavenge. Lockpick. Oh wait, no, hold on. So what do we put in our backpack? I mean, are we relocating? Isn't the idea that we're relocating to another place? Unless we're saying, hold up. Scavenge locations to find resource. Okay, so This is this is our base for now. And we're trying to find resources to eventually find a different base. So maybe like as we go for these scavenging locations, we'll pick up tips for other potential places. So yeah, all right. So yes, we will say prepare scavenge, but I'm going to do so with you instead. If there's anyone going to be fighting shit, it's going to be her. I think she also is like fairly stealthy. So yeah, we'll take some lockpicks. I don't know if we're going to need food. We'll take some junk food with us. I'll take 1 bandage. And the base resources, I don't know if we're going to have to do any crafting while we're scavenging, so probably not too much there. Water, it's refreshing, but used for crafting, that's a little surprising. I guess hunger is a meter we have to respond to, but maybe hydration isn't. All right, then yeah, survivors unassigned. Whoop. Oh, hold on. Did I lose focus? I can't move. The survivors unassigned. That's kind of weird. I can't, hold on. There's something else I should be doing here. Controller, or not controller, keyboard. Maybe I should try the interact button again. Escape plans P. E or O. E. Yeah, because did I say prepare scavenge? Looks like it reset. Okay, now I can move again. Alright, so that's yeah. That's a little weird. Haven't discovered any leads, yeah. So I think yeah, scavenge. Yes, in the top left, they definitely want me to do this thing. Maybe I pressed something wrong. Maybe I did something dumb. Maybe I did the dumb. Wouldn't be the first time. I said we'll take the food with us and some bandages, and that's it. Then I say go to skip. Maybe I'm supposed to press R and not click. And then nothing. And then it says confirm actions. Hold R. It says survivors unassigned. I don't know what that means. Was I supposed to like put someone in another slot maybe? Maybe I was supposed to give the other lady a task of some kind. Get that back to the shelter. All right, so all right, so I think let's just keep an eye on the tutorial. Heat waves coming off the street are very noteworthy. Interact here. Okay, so we got a couple things. Very nice. Yes, there'll definitely be some growing pains and maybe even some weirdness with UI interaction, that kind of stuff. But not sure like how like careful I have to be here. Kind of like get a little sneak peek, which is kind of cool. Go ahead and open. When I was inspecting the car, I was like, what are the chances of the car alarm going off? When you're in sneak mode, you're already being quiet. Move into the doors to get a little peeky. There's one fella there. The question is, oh, it's a lady. Will they immediately see me? And also, do I have any... I don't think I have any weapons. We know that she's good with blades. She's good at sneaking. But yeah, I don't think we have any weapons right now. I'm hoping that if I'm quiet enough, the dead will become aware. Open up. Can I close the door? Can I close the door behind me? Yes, I can. Probably a good idea. Man, Farsa, that's so intellectually stimulating. Now you say, make things like cramps go away. Now, of course, the fun is that there will be other aches and pains, some of which are physical, a lot of which are physical, and some of which will be deeply psychological. From, you know, things like lack of sleep and just general discomfort and unpleasantness. Everybody wins. It's great. So we can climb up. New things to scavenge. Very good. hoist myself up here. This is pretty cool. So presumably they were amongst the survivor group for a while. Discovered some new vantage points because of the telescope. A record store, some kind of artifact, some kind of historical artifact. A gas station. Let's fill her up, roll on out. Where I come from, excuse me, where I come from, we call that the old come and go. Excuse me, we're in intellectual circles, we call it the come and go. KUM ampersand GO. Low-cost vinyl and band posters. So that's very important and necessary in a zombie apocalypse. Are those pills? No, that's I thought it was a bottle of pills. It's some canned goods. Got some skizzers. That's a weapon. Handle with care. Can I run with them? Some clothes. Very nice. I want to run with the scissors. I know. I'm as sad about it as you are, Legasso. But climb on down. Not the same, man. And then, yes, it feels so nice and wholesome when we call them leeches. It sounds so great, doesn't it? Yo, Rona, what's up, bud? There's a little pop-up about, here we go, yeah, with a weapon equipped. I don't know if I have a weapon equipped, but it has the checky. It has the checky. Does it mean I'm good? Oh, I see. Yeah. Down here. Now we're good. But thank you, Ronan, for that raid. Very nice of you, bud. We're playing a really cool looking game. I've never played this before. Step. Yeah, step. Stealth, takedown. Weapon destroyed, though. Was it worth it? Eh, maybe. But I can pick this thing, and I get a rocket launcher. No, but I do get a hatchet. That's pretty sweet. Very good. My backpack is nearly full. Alright, so I can probably... Actually, that's perfect because we reached the end of that scavenging session. I found some good stuff there. Ronan, thank you for that raid, man. Thank you for that raid. We're playing Into the Dead. Very cool little game right now. We're in the tutorial right now, so I'm trying to, like, learn. I'm trying to get good. But we're having a nice time. We got a review key for this game, and it's looking very promising so far. You were playing Gestalt. Yes, I've heard about that one. How are you liking it? By the way, also, in addition to asking how are you liking the game, I will also ask if you have any clips you want to share. Because you have rated me, which is really cool, and you're bringing your peeps to me. The least I can do is to show what your content is like to others. Because you brought your peeps to me to check out my content. The least I can do is ask if there's anything of yours you can do, like a show and tell. If you have any clips you wanted to share, something small, something short, we could all watch it together. I'll put up on the big screen. We'll all watch it. And if there was any fun moments, any funny moments, any soaring triumphs, any heartbreaking tragedies, any shit-pantsingly scary moments, I'll take all of it. So if there's anything you want to share, you can be my guest. I always like to encourage that kind of cross-pollination. You know, you're helping me out. I want to help you out too. Make sure everybody gets a little something. So the barricades are losing some heft. They're hurling themselves against the barricades, of course. That's what they do. What they're doing, you can see them out here. So, as far as next places to scavenge, we got a couple options. So, same kind of thing here. This is a pretty low threat range. Got lots of nice stuff to find here. That one's an elevated range, or elevated threat, that is. Really no threat here, but everything has been slurped. A little bit more threat there. That one's pretty good too, the gas station. Yeah, the tutorial at least wants me to go to the record store next. So that is where we're going. By the way, this game does take place in the 1980s. Or rather, in the summer of 1980. There was a very prominent Ronald Reagan billboard in the distance of one of those shots, which was kind of fun. But yeah, you played the demo, yeah. Got a total team wipe. Yeah, I'm a little bit intimidated, because this game seems like it could get very difficult. I don't quite know what to expect, but I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. Game looks pretty dope, pretty cool. I could probably stand to make some more lockpicks. We don't have any more we don't have the ability to make portable beds, communal areas, weapon bench. So I could make a medical area, all that jazz. Yeah, or I could level up some of those other things. Let's see, what does... So she's good at cooking. She's also good at crafting medical stuff, but not so good at damage. Yeah, just attacks in general she struggles with. So yeah, I think for the time being, she will be exploring a lot for sure. What I don't know, it looks like she's getting eepy. We'll want to put her into sleep mode. Guess that explains the... Yeah, like the no... Yeah, survivor's not assigned to things. So for her, I can say... Yeah, assign survivor. Yes. I'll put her there. Inventory. Is there anything where I can, like, store the things that I got? If nothing else, I could build up the barricades. Because we have plenty of planks. But the idea is we're eventually going to find a new base. Because they were saying that our base right now can only hold so much. And so she's... So sleepy-wise, she's getting tired. Hunger-wise... She's doing okay. Sanity-wise, she's doing mostly okay. Okay, so this is all the stuff we can craft. I can craft... Yeah, so I don't think I have any lockpicks right now. I'm gonna make... Oh, this we're queuing this up. I see. I see. So it takes a while. It takes a while to make some lockpicks. Okay. Or could I level up anything? I could level up the workbench. We're eventually gonna want a cooking area. Ah, shit. Maybe I shouldn't use it. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll just assume we'll find some more of these things. That's probably fairly safe to say. We do have some food reserves. We have like the junk food and a couple of other things. Okay, so man, would it take her all night to make lockpicks? Is that what's going on? Yeah, she's pretty tired. Since she's lost that much stamina in that single bit of time, yeah. Hopefully this will be a worthwhile use of our time. I'm a little bit surprised it takes like 8 hours to make a single, or presumed a full night to make a single bit of lockpicks. Maybe it won't be that bad. No, daytime, yeah. It really did take her all night to make those lockpicks. All right. I mean, I've never made lockpicks. I don't know how hard it is. Here we go. Here we go. Ronan's got something. Yeah. Oh shit, Everhood. Yeah, Everhood 2. I need to go back and beat that game at some point. We did beat Everhood 1. That was a fucking trip, man. Everhood 1 was absolutely a trip. An enjoyable trip, no less. That game was very, very wild and very good. But no, the second one I do want to go back for at some point. Let's see what Ronan's been up to. And they were playing Everhood 2. Yoop. Got you unmuted. Yeah. Here we go. It was interesting. I mean, I liked what I saw. We did one session of 2, so I got about 3 or 4 hours in. I of course bounced off the dragon. You know, I attempted the dragon once. I think I wasn't expected to win against him in that first attempt. It was like, I'll try it, but it was probably overly ambitious, but not for good things, for sure.
And where the fuck was the crow? That son of a bitch.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stay tuned.
Are we all clear? Okay, we're all clear.
This is part of the game, right?
All right, hit the red button. No, not that button!
The Freakazoid segment, that's from the game. That's from the game. And, yo, but imagine it. What if it was? Wouldn't that be fucking wild? So the implication is...
And where the fuck was the crow? That son of a bitch.
That, yeah, this ladder, this new pathway opens up, and then the game tells you there's technical difficulties.
Are we all clear? Okay, we're all clear. Great. All right, hit the red button. No, not that button!
Not that button! Man, Freakazoid, I love that shit, dude. That was a great show back in those days. It was a very good show. Underrated. Underrated, if you ask me. Yeah. Yeah, someone played the alert. Yeah. Yeah, someone played the alert just at a good time. And there were some time traveling sequences. Yeah. Yeah, had a hard fight or two. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the first game did a pretty good job of only having a couple of like real dick biter moments that were just really awful and extremely challenging, but they were mostly optional. I have no idea what the second one entails. Because the dragon fight, when I tried it once, it was like, if I had more attempts, I think I could do it. But like, I lost once, and it kicked you off into like a whole new area. I was like, all right, I gotta do all this shit before I can come back to trying again. So I have no idea if the second one is more, I don't know, I shouldn't say worse, but more challenging in that regard. I have no idea, and I appreciate your consideration, Ronan, to, you know, of course, no spoilers, obviously. But I like that about the first one, that yes, there were some real tough sequences. The light being from Everhood 1, that I think that fight gets everybody. I think that fight shits in everyone's mouth when they first experience it. I had to lower it to normal difficulty. I was doing hard mode, I was doing great, until the light fella happened, and I had to lower that game to normal mode like a chump. I felt so destitute, but it was our only way. Frog was a pretty rough one, though. I don't think I would have encountered the frog in 2 yet. But sounds like I've got some homework. I got some homework to go back and play the game at some point. That one made you lower? Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know it's a real one. So you know it's a real one, yeah. Because I remember I got so desperate, I was like looking up on YouTube. I was like, how do other people deal with this fight? And I saw on YouTube the way people were dealing with the fight for the light being fella was to lower the difficulty. And I was like, oh, come on, man. I know there's achievements for doing that challenge on like extreme difficulty and without taking damage. It's like, whoa. I'm not after that. I'm not after that. This ain't that kind of experience. I'm not that kind of gamer. Oh, man. But thank you. Thank you again to Ronan for that raid, though. I appreciate you, man. Yeah. Don't kill anyone. Refuse to take the soul. Oh, that frog. That frog. I see. Okay, I understand. I understand now. Yeah, that frog. Right. Farsight says, back in my day, you couldn't just reset or lower the difficulty. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, the bands, yeah, the tutorial frog. That's right. Who could forget? Who could forget the tutorial froggo? Thank you again, Ronan. I appreciate that raid. You're a freaking homie. Appreciate you, man. A fellow Everhood enjoyer. That's how I know you're the real one. But thank you, bud. And I'm impressed that you've played this game as well. It seems you've played the demo and that it went really well for you. That everybody did really good. Undead attacks of the barricades continue to lose some juice. Penny is getting eepy. So I think what I'm going to have her do is come on down. She's all well rested. And I'm going to have her, so we're both getting kind of hungry. And also eepy in her case. I'm going to have her work on some barricades. I think we're going to have enough. Will I say that? Actually, hold on. I go back. I want to make a food station at some point. We will have enough for a food station afterwards, yeah. So I'm going to have her work on this guy. Boop. She's going to do that thing, and then Stabby McStabberson, she's going to venture out into some stuff. And then after this, I'll put her into sleepy time because she's going to be tuckered. All tuckered out. So we're going here. Value records. Hopefully I'll be able to find some kind of weaponry, because right now we got nothing. Ain't got jack shit. I'm full of shit. Never mind. I have one weapon. I'll take that. I'll take the lockpicks I was up all night making. I will leave. I think I'll just take the bandages. I think I'll leave the food. We probably won't need food while we're scavenging. What's this one? For dismantling. Mantling. Interesting. Yeah, no, I appreciate you, Ronan. And of course, yeah, when it comes to ending the stream, always got to take care of yourself. You know, do whatever you need to do. Get some snackies, get some rest, whatever you need. But thank you again for that raid. Really appreciate you, man. A fellow enjoyer of classy things such as Everhood 2 and murderous banjo frogs. All right, we're all set. Locking it in. Everyone's assigned. So what I should have done the first time, I was all gung-ho to go exploring with what's-her-face, but I never assigned a role to a therapist lady. I should have assigned something to her. So that way, you know, we're maximizing the efficiency. Everyone's doing some kind of role while we're out scavenging. That's what I should have done. But this is the tutorial. I'm learning. I'm trying to get good. You can try to rush past. If you're surrounded, hold run to try pushing past the undead. All welcome always. Wednesday service. Blah, 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 blah. Rod Campbell guns. Gunsmith and shooting range. Repairs. Fishing. Hell yeah, brother. Right. Let's jump on it. What about jorculating your panidzes? Well, damn. Well, damn, Farsight. You got me on that one. Jorculating your panidzes. Panidzes. Those things. It says to attack. What am I attacking? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I got my axe, but what's there to attack right now? Not quite right now. That guy dead? I mean, he's like undead, but is he dead? There was somebody up. There was someone chilling. Remove the zombie threat to make the shelter viable. Ooh. I see there's a person up there. They're gonna do the stabby. Back of the fucking skull. Brutal. The guy up here... Hear him. Kind of wombling? Wombling is that where he's kind of wandering around. I can kind of see him. I would like to get a stealth kill on his ass. Like, it's stealth kill his ass or some other part of his what remains of his anatomy. I'd be down. Coming down? Not coming down. I think that's my opportunity. I'm going for it. As long as he doesn't turn his ass around, we'll end his ass. Oh, don't you fucking dare! I did get it once. We're fine. Probably. So long as it's not one of those zomboid situations where, you know, when you get hit once, there's like a chance you're just dead forever. Infected, that kind of thing. It's very dark in there. Do I chance it? Yes. It's very dark. Flashlight, throwables, and firearms. Well, I have none of those things. Ooh. Take some stuff. Medicinal herbs. Wooden box. The most valuable of all resources. Wooden boxes. Dead guy. Presumably a dead guy. Oop, I keep getting excited by double clicking. Dodging strong attacks. Don't get hit, bro. It's that simple. Ooh, that guy. Like bimblin bopplin. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stealth him. I will try to stealth him. I got the stealth. So yeah, if you time it right, I could have gotten the earlier guy. If I was a little bit quicker, I could have gotten the earlier guy. You can stealth those cool guy moves. I definitely wanted more fasteners. Fasteners. We call them screws. We say we're screwing back where I come from. So, the roof access. There's probably some dudes up here too. But I knew we definitely wanted more screws so that we could build that food station. Did get it once. You can see she's got something in her arm there. Hopefully she's not like dead. Or doomed for dead. Got a couple vantage points. Some that are all glowy and shiny. Hardware store and a motel. Now I would imagine the hardware store would have a lot of good stuff. A little bit surprised the motel is also glowy and shiny. Exhausted travelers. Well, maybe there's like some you know, some rando, maybe not randos, but maybe there's some I don't know, some wanderers, some vagrants. Can I pick up the tennis racket and use that as a melee weapon? There's something here. Oh, we're checking the baggie. A couple nice things. I like nice things. Can I vault off the roof? No, I cannot. There's just a couple other areas to check. I suspect we've probably dealt with most of the worst zombie-related things. Stealthy mode. Oh shit. So that's where I'm supposed to dodge. When you feel it. Oh yeah, there we go. Gotta finish him. Finish him. Yeah. Well, yeah. When you see them wind up, don't just like mash like I was mashing. Don't just mash. That's the one where you want to like try to dodge back. I took a second hit there. And of course the door's already open, so yeah, it was kind of wide open. All right, so the frying pan is a weapon that is getting pretty low here. Nothing else. I might just leave the hatchet because it is damaged. We could repair it though, presumably. I'll leave that for now. Going to open it up. Open her up. I'm guessing this is the end. Yeah, that is the end. All right, so place is looking pretty cool, or as a potential shelter goes. Some junk food. We could just presumably eat those. Could I? I mean, we don't actually have a hungometer for this lady right now. Let's see a thing that says like consume item. I'm gonna hunger. Yes, we can't actually see her hunger meter right now. Oh right, this one was birded off earlier. Now I can remove it, and now we have full access. I kind of like did it in a weird order, slightly weird order. This place was very valuable. Oh my god, I can't even take more of the fasteners. I can't carry all these fasteners. It begs the question: what's this box? Dismantled for basic equipments, basic resources rather. I think I'd rather take more of these things. Those things seem very valuable. Screws and fasteners. Screwing in a well-fastened sense. 99 cents. $2.99. Man, sweet deal here, man. Alright, so yeah, I think, sure enough, this was where the frying pan was? No, this is the fast food. I think I will leave that. I think I'll leave the fast food. This was the frying pan. It is the kitchen, of course. So oddly enough, cheap and loud. This one has more durability, if I'm seeing it right. Seems like the max durability for this one is real brief. I was hoping we could use this as a cooking implement. Like, oh, it assists with cooking, maybe. Yeah, if possible, I would really like to get this repaired. Like, with deadly precision. This one does a little bit less damage, but it does a lot. This one does, like, a small amount of noise. It's pretty fast. I think I'm going to keep the hatchet. We'll see if we can get it repaired. We'll see if we can get it repaired. Is there anything else I would want to, like, maybe drop? Make room for something else? I don't think so. I don't think so. Whoop, wrong button. Alright, head on back. Head on back. Let's give this lady a time to go for eepies. She's probably getting eepy. Barricades. Oh, she's getting drained. Yeah, no, I can't blame her. We restored some barricade juice. Penny, you need to rest. I'm guessing if I click this, it'll say you're drained. Energy is slipping. Covering rest at the rest area. That's exactly what we're going to do. It's that simple. Nothing else. I could send what's-her-face out. Daphne, I think is her name. To go exploring. She wouldn't do as good of a job, but she probably wouldn't get completely fucked. So Penny's gonna rest. And Daphne, I bet we can build that cooking station. Look at all the stuff we have, man. We can build more lockpicks. We can make portable beds if we wanted to. Communal areas. Now, the question... move shelters to gain access to new locations. Yeah, it seems like we've gotten a lot of great resources, yes, but also if this place is losing its luster, move into the vault record, or into the value records. Yeah, how do we move there? Current shelter. Move shelter. There's only one bed, but we could build up a bed. We could build up a bed because we have the resources to make it happen. There's still the one... Oh, that's right. There was the stuff we didn't pick up. There's the frying pan. There's the fast food at the place. If I say move shelter, move your survivors. Survivors assigned to stations or map locations will be unassigned. Crafting process, that's fine. Will it take our inventory with us? I assume the answer is yes. Let's find out. Give me shelter. That is the tutorial, baby. That's probably also the demo, I'm guessing. Guessing because where the demo would probably end. Not a bad thing, obviously, but just having it be nice and concise would be a nice way to give you kind of a quick summary. Out for my water. I know Ronan said that he had a slight little total party wipe, TPK, total party kill, at some point during the tutorial. But it's okay because Ronan's a gamer, and I have no doubt that he soloed the remainder of the demo with no problems. That's the basic. You got to use the skills and resource to keep everybody alive. There you go. We shall continue. We shall continue. So Daphne is hungry, and she is exhausted. So you are going into Sleepy Town. There we go. Good. And then you are going to make well, ideally a few things. But I guess we'll have to start with the obvious thing. Actually, she doesn't need immediate sleepies. So if I have her make... Oh, wait, unless there's already a cooking area. Let's see what we have right now, because they already have something for us. Can't go back there, can I? I'm not making a lot of noise. Am I stomping around? Oh, they blocked off the roof, which is... yeah, I guess. I guess I understand why. Blocked off that as well. I want to see what stations we have, if any. This way. Hey, what's up, Ryan? That's right. That's right. There's bad guys right there. We got that all barricaded. We have the planning station here. And so, unfortunately, moving to the other station, we still have the barricade creation station. Yeah, nothing else. We didn't really gain much else. But moving here did just, conclude the tutorial aspect. Alright, so we definitely want a cooking station. We definitely want eventually a weapons bench would be cool. We need at least one more bed. Although, it's probably rare that both characters will sleep the same night. Or the same day, even. We could upgrade the workbench. Well, 2 stations, dismantling bench, and bolt cutters. Yeah, that does sound cool. I think I want to prioritize the cooking station. We're going to need food pretty soon here. And we know she's pretty good at cooking. That's what we'll do. We'll have her do that. She's building up a cooking station. Other lady is sleeping. There we go. And there we go. What's up, Whale? Good to see you, bud. It looks like a mobile game. It maybe has a little bit of that, doesn't it? Yeah. And that's not a knock against this game necessarily. It's not to say that the game looks bad, but yeah, there is that, like, a lot of mobile games, the ones that have, like, some kind of weird intro where there's, like, a dude and a lady, and he's trying to romance her, and she rejects him, and then, like, mid-rejection, a zombie breaks through the wall and tries to grab her, and you're, like, poking the things to help them escape. It does kind of have that sheen where it's like a 2.5D thing, like the gameplay is 2D, but the 3D models kind of make it kind of blur the line. Yeah. I imagine that's probably not what they were going for necessarily, but you're right, Will. I can see it. I can see it. Good to see the bud. And this game is very good so far. I'm really enjoying it so far. So she is getting hungry. She's getting hungry. They are attacking the barricades, of course. Daphne's doing pretty well. She did make the thingy. And we know that she is good at cooking. First aid training. Please generate more food at the cooking stations. That is what she's going to do. We have meat stew. Costs meat and water, and it makes food and soda. What I assume that is. It looks like a soda. Cask size 2. Oh, I see. You can do a whole bunch of stuff in a day or a night. So making one of these... Whoops. Crap. How do I cancel out? Let's see. Oh, is it here? No. How do I say like, oh heck, I don't want to confirm the actions. I want to stop the actions because I don't want to go for that many. That's a bit much. There might be other stuff I'd rather have her do. Huh. How do I do that? There's probably a way to say like interact. Yeah, the interact. Yeah. Here we go. So yeah, remove the last one. Yeah. Cool. That's takes 2 meat. It makes 3 of these things. Yeah, that's plenty for just two survivors. That's plenty. It doesn't. Yeah, moderate amount. Yeah, so they both are basically identical. Okay, so we'll have her do that for now. She's getting pretty hungry. We're not gonna have her explore just yet. I mean, if nothing else, I could have her eat the junk food. Small amount of hunger when consumed. So we could have her explore. She took a little bit of damage, but she's mostly recovered. Innately. No need to spend resources on building that up. I don't know if I want to have her explore during nighttime, though. Exploring during nighttime seems like a questionable way to get got. So we have a little bit... We definitely want to make sure we have room for more barricades. I might have her do some crafting. There's something I can have her craft. We don't need more lockpicks right now. We already have... we have 1 set of lockpicks right now. Oh, we did pick up the frying pan. Oh, because it was here when we got here. Right. And the box. Yeah. Eventually a dismantling bench would be good. Eventually that would be a good idea. Can I get this thing repaired? Damaged item. So... dismantling bench, bolt cutters. Right. Bolt cutters. That sounds cool. Weapon bench, broken bottle, hammer, and knife to be crafted. No mention of repairing. Portable bed, communal area. Restore morale and recover negative mental state. So I can't make that yet. But that would be a good idea. Because right now, yeah, that like we're doing okay right now, but eventually we'll need more. Eventually we'll need that to be repaired in some way. Weapon bench does sound dope. Weapon bench does sound real dope. But yeah, we need more resources for that one. So really, all I can make is the medical area. And I might want to hold off because we're doing okay medically speaking. But yeah, I definitely want to make the communal area. That's going to come into play sooner than later. The Frostpunk, yes, I did hear about that. Yeah, it's like a remake, a remaster or a remake of the first one, which is cool. I'm glad they're doing that. I don't know if I have any immediate desire for it. I mean, I feel like I very much got my fill of that series and really being impressed by it and enjoying my time with it. But like, man, when you, it's one of those where like you see the breadth of what that game, what the series has to offer. It's like, man, oh man, I don't know if I'm cut off for this shit, man. At least not streaming it. Maybe I would play it off stream, but like it's intense for sure. But I can very much appreciate it for what it offers. It's a good game, no question. It's a very good game. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, do I want to have her exploring at nighttime right now? If I have her explore, I would go ahead and give her food. I might go ahead and give her food now. Anyway, yeah, there's really nothing I would want her to craft. What I might do is, you know, if maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. Let's see how bad it is. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. I'm gonna go ahead and feed her the stuffs. Yeah, just the junk food, that is. That'll probably be enough for the following day. So I don't think she has any negative statuses right now. Yeah, no negative states. Let's go ahead and try it. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. The downside is our primary weapon is damaged. Does it say that it can be repaired? It doesn't. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe you don't repair things in this game. So we'll probably still want to take the hatchet. I don't know if we want to take the frying pan as well as a backup. I guess we could. I guess there's no downside. So yeah, let's see just how bad exploring at nighttime is. I mean, if it's a zombie experience, zombie game, zombie movie, things are always scarier at nighttime with very little exception. Ideally, minimum threat would be great, would be ideal. All these places are glowy, which is to say they have new stuff. That's a higher threat. That's our old base. I think? No, that's our old base. No, that was the first place we explored. There's quite a lot of stuff there. 2 shelter beds. Yeah, there's all that food there. Did we not take the stuff with us? With medical stuff. Maybe we didn't take everything. I feel like we definitely have a lot of food with us for sure. I feel like there's nothing that we're missing. Nothing that we're missing. So yeah, that's a potential shelter. To be honest, like looking at that shelter with this one, you know, the threat level is the same. Our barricades are a little bit worse and there's fewer beds. To be honest, I feel like this shelter is pretty sweet. I'm a little surprised the tutorial said this place sucks. Get the fuck out of here. It's like, man, that place seemed great, honestly. Gas station is pretty dope. Gas station's pretty dope. Yeah, Irving Drive's been fully cleared. So I'd say one of these two. One of these two. There's more base resources here. There's no weapons here. We might want a little bit more weaponry. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. There's no weapons here, but there are here. There's a little bit of everything here. Let's go here. So I'll take both of these things. We have our primary hatchet and our offhand frying pan. Our parrying frying pan, if you will. There you go. Have I played Zomboid? I've played a lot of Zomboid, but I've hardly ever streamed it. When I say hardly ever streamed it, I mean I streamed it a few times in like 2015. It was a lot, well, maybe 2016. Yeah, 2016 I think. It was a long time ago. And of course that was when the game was a lot fresher. Because me and my friends played it a decent bit when it first dropped. When it first dropped, we played it a lot. And we got like decently good at it, but I haven't played it in like I haven't played it in like 8 or 9 years. It's been a long time, and of course it's been updated a whole bunch. So at some point I would like to go back and play it. At some point I would like to go back and play it just to experience it. Some physical states. Use the shelter to restore health. I'm hoping that I won't need that kind of stuff. Zomboid looks good. I've watched a lot of people stream it. It's a very fun game to watch, and I think it'd be a fun one to play. And this game is like, in some ways, Zomboid light. You know, this is a more kind of streamlined zombie apocalypse survival experience comparatively speaking. This game, I don't know what the end goal is or what the end game looks like. Of course, in Zomboid, there is no end game. The opening crawl tells you this is how you die. There's no you've completed the game, good job. This is a you're gonna get fucked, and not the good way. So everyone's all set. Let us begin. Let us begin. I would like to go back and play that at some point. And the nice thing is that the multiplayer has gotten a lot better. You know, there's a number of friends of ours that stream Zomboid on a regular basis. I think it would be too hard to spin up a like some kind of like community server where people could play with us. I think that'd be kind of fun. So yeah, that's on my list for sure. Some Dungeon Siege, yeah, man. I played the original Dungeon Siege, and I got pretty far, but I definitely got to some point where I got like hard walled by some kind of boss fight I couldn't figure out. But that was a fun game. I want to go back and play through that at some point. Really enjoyed it, even if it kicked the shit out of me. Past a certain point, still enjoyed it. What is this? Video camera. I'm guessing it can be dismantled. Yeah. Let's say no immediate need for this. Bottles, good for throw. Oh, okay, so it's a good distraction. Good to know. Good to know. That's where. Oh, we have the flashlight now. Oh, when do we get the flashlight? I thought we had to find a flashlight. I guess we always have it. That's cool. I'm guessing the flashlight can like. So we have the bottle in our hands here, and we have the axe in our hands. Oh shit. Yeah, turn your ass around. Yeah, turn that ass around. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. We can chill here and watch his movements and then vault over when we have a good rhythm going. There we go. Yeah, the original Dungeon Siege. Got hammered in such a... Oh, that's awesome. Still counts, Orgasso. Still counts. Yeah, I feel like I got to some kind of like... I got to some part where there's like this big-ass swamp section. I got to some kind of big-ass swamp section in that game, and there's this giant temple afterwards, and there were these enormous dudes that I was really having a hard time fighting, and there was some point beyond which I couldn't, like... I couldn't get... There was like some boss or some big scary dude. I just couldn't fucking take his ass out. And he took my ass to the cleaners. What's going on with this dude? He changed his mind. Oh. Came back. Flashing the light. I'm doing like a light show. Did he see me? I'll take that as a yes. Is that bad? Bad, is that real? Or it's bad, alright. Oh, shit. Not good. 1, 2... Oh, just 2. Okay. I was wondering if the noise he made was gonna summon a bunch of dudes. So far, we're okay. It's a little bit frustrating where I was like waiting for him to come back, and it felt like it took an eternity, and he finally did, but when he did, it was, made quite the entrance. Kill all threats to move. So if I wanted to, we could move in. I'm not sure what the little target on the wall is, on the floor there is. You see that? It's like it popped in. Oh, maybe that's to say we can walk down. Oh, it's a hidey spot. That's kind of cool. So if we wanted to, we could have followed him in and done these little hidey spots. That's neat. That's cute. Gum, 20 cents. The box, more fast food. Oops. Yeah, gum. What else does it say? I'm trying to read the signs. Of course, this takes place in the early 80s, so the prices of things are, of course, you know, very 80s-ified, which is delightful. Nothing else here. Fast and or eat ass, as if there's even an option. Well, says, so do you, or rather, Farsight. Farsight, do you recognize the part of the game I was trying to describe there? Screwdriver is pretty good, not very durable. Grab these. Might have to do a second, like, return to the spot because we can only take so much with us right now. Go ahead and explore. Yeah, if you recognize the area that I was describing. Of course, my memory is pretty fuzzy. This is going back, I think I was in high school. Maybe middle school? I might have been middle school. This goes back a minute. This goes back probably about 20 years. Probably about 20 years. So it's been a hot minute. But so my memory's a little bit fuzzy. But I think that's like basically where I got to. So it's like it was a good way in. But yeah, I don't believe for a minute that I got to like the end game. You can open the door. Bonk. My axe gonna get exploded. Like I've been doing a lot of axe kills lately. This door's already closed. I don't know how... So when you get into that kind of blurry mode right there, like you can see to the right, it's kind of blurry. Our perspective is a little bit skewed. So I don't know if that's to say, like, you wouldn't be able to see if a bad guy were to pop in, or if you were to see a bad guy, you would see, like, some movement. Maybe some shaky movement, but you know, maybe it would be a little kind of hard to tell, hard to discern specifically. You cannot stack the boxes. Okay, so yeah, let's definitely put the boxes back. Take the herbs for sure. Bottled water would be good. I think I'll... that could be really nice, honestly. Could be nice. Do I want more fast food? Maybe. Maybe. Dismantling bench. That's the thing, we don't have a dismantling bench yet. So it's probably not as high of a priority. Honestly, I think the base building stuff is more a higher priority, so I'll take that instead. Some stuff we could come back for eventually. He just chilling? Is he just angry looking out that way? I think he's just being angry looking out that way. Let's open it up. He'll probably kill our axe. Actually, if there was ever a time to do a kill with the frying pan, that was probably a good one because he's by himself. We know this thing is very loud. Now, I'm guessing a stealth takedown is still a stealth takedown. We probably would be able to use the frying pan as a stealth weapon all the same. I'll take the bottled water for now. I might go ahead and grab that screwdriver. We'll see. Yeah, big old cryptid in the swamp. That's right. Yeah, stone golems. I think that's exactly it, Farside. Yeah, I think I was getting fucked real good. Real good by those stone golems. They were very nice. They were not gentle lovers. They were very, very... They had big stompy hands. Stompy everything. Seems like there's a second floor, but I think the second floor is just there for show. Stairs are a no-go. Yeah, so I think this is as far as we go right now. So, well, hold on. Let's not count my ass before it hatches. Ooh, that's mysterious. Strange markings. That manhole cover shutting mysteriously on its own, seemingly. Strange markings. So a lead has been gained. And we know that that's part of the escape plans. There's some kind of network. A plan is forming. There's something else. So there's a hope state. There's also something else that has not been discovered yet, but as we explore other places, other potential escapes reveal themselves. It's probably the exit. Yeah, that is the exit. All right, so before I commit to this, certain thing I'm going to go back for or switch out. I think I am going to get that screwdriver because the frying pan seems pretty unreliable and also very brief weapon, like very, very brief. The durability seems like it would survive like 2 encounters before just exploding. This one is better damage, and it's faster, and it's way less noisy. Like, this is just a better weapon across the board. I think what I'll probably do is switch out the bottled water. Maybe the bandage. Now, bandages could be really useful. I did kind of get my ass kicked earlier. You know what? I'm leaving the bottles. The empty bottles. More full bottles are much more useful than empty bottles. Let's do that. Let's do that. Get the fuck out of here. Let it be known that, yeah, when you do the dodge, that takes out your stamina. Sprinting does not lower stamina. In fact, you gain stamina back by sprinting. Well, not by sprinting, but during sprinting. Alright. We'll get the gnawing hunger, but the good news is that we got some food now. Like some real food, not just like shitty-ass fast food. Orange stencil shaped like a circular maze. So I wouldn't call it orange, but yes. Any more scattered across the city. And so, can I have you eat this thing? And then you also eat. Crunch. And then might have her make another batch, actually. Because it didn't restore that much food, but it restored enough. Restored enough. So I might make her do another batch of something or another. But yeah, creates empty bottles. Do more meat. Actually, let's do some veggies. Add that to the queue. Alright, so she's set there. It is daytime right now. Yeah, I think we'll probably have her sleep. Actually, I don't know. We could probably have her do some stuff. She did take a bit of damage earlier, so I don't want to push her too hard. Is there anything that we want to craft? Is that if there was an opportunity for something that I really wanted to craft, I would consider it. I said I wanted the communal area. Still didn't find any cloth, so that's no go. We could make the level 2 workbench. Level 2 stations. I'm not sure if it's all stations. Portable beds, communal area. I'm not sure if it's all those. Also don't know if you... like, if you start with the level 1 workstation and then build the second one on top of it or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work necessarily. Yeah, that's actually something to consider. Weapons bench wouldn't be a bad idea eventually. A broken bottle, hammer, and knife. Well, our girl does look... She does like stabby weapons. She does like stabby weapons, so a knife wouldn't be a bad idea. And medical area, maybe eventually. Healing kits and bandages can be crafted, maybe eventually. So yeah, the communal area is the one I think I'm most interested in because I'm concerned about sanity drain over time. But... yeah, I think to not have her get got too bad, I think I might have her do some crafting. So let's do this thing. Do that thing. And then I know that when you queue up a task, I guess it's, yeah, so you can do, I guess the idea is you can do like multiple jobs or multiple tasks on a single station. But I don't know if you can do a task on this station and then a task on another station. So, yeah, so I could do that and then also craft some lockpicks. I don't know if we need multiple pairs necessarily. One is probably enough. I say that, I mean, I guess we've got a lot. Well, we don't have a lot of the screws then, never mind, so no, maybe not. What will this take? This thing right here. I don't know if I can look at it from here. Here, let's remove it and then look at it again. So it takes a lot of lumber. Oof. That's a little rough. How's our barricade holding up? They're doing okay. We'll be able to deal with a couple days. That's a bit of a tall order. Weapons bench does not cost any barricades. This does cost 2. Bit of a tall order, which is a little scary. And it takes 2 pieces of lumber, or is it 3? Maybe it's... No, I think it's 2. I think it's 2 to replenish some stuff. It's a bit of a gamble. A bit of a gamble, but we do have enough for a couple more days, so I think we're probably okay. I'm gonna have her do 2 batches. I guess there's no downside to doing 2 batches. Unless it, like, spoils. I don't know if it does. We'll just go ahead and do 2 batches. Why the hell not? I don't know if it spoils or not. I'm not sure if it's that kind of game. We'll do 2 batches of that stuff, and then that will do it. And we'll do it. We got Shockfire. What's up, buddy? Full desktop size mouse pad in the washing machine. I would say the answer is probably not. What you probably could do, though, I would maybe look up online to see, like, if there's some kind of soap regimen that would be ideal to clean without, like, causing it to, like, shrink or, you know, causing the material to be adversely affected in some way. But I think you're probably best doing some kind of, like, get a little bit of, like, some kind of soap, get some water, put it in like a bucket together, kind of mix it up a little bit, and then just, like, dab with a towel. Not, like, dab, but, like, dab with a towel or something like that. Because, yeah, I think, unless, like, you like, spilled soda on it or something like that. Like, unless, like, it's, like, something, like, drenched it. I don't know. I feel like, you know what? The answer might be, maybe it would be safe to wash in the machine. Maybe. On, like, a delicate cycle, but certainly not dry in a dryer. Dumped a bunch of cheese on it. Yeah. Oh, wait. Right. Oh, yes. Okay. Message received, shock value. Yes. Yeah. I would say, yeah, if it's a bunch of cheese, I'd peruse a little bit online, especially if, like, you know the company that made it. If there was, like, because I don't suppose there's any information. Like, I'm looking at mine right now because I have a desk pad as well. I'm looking at mine right now if there's any sort of, like, tag. You know, like how shirts have tags on them to say, like, what it's made of with washing instructions. If there's nothing on the thing itself, you could maybe look online to see what other people have done. But yeah, just my knee-jerk reaction tells me that, yeah, I would probably... I'd see what I could get with, like, just soap and water. Just kind of, you know, lightly doing it DIY. If there's still some grunge, there's still some crust, and it's not a desk pad that you're like, you'd be crestfallen to lose potentially, I would say do like a delicate cycle. Delicate cycle, then hang dry it. That's maybe what I would do. But recognize that, yeah, even a delicate cycle, just like laundry detergent, that can be kind of harsh for some kinds of materials, I can think. And I just don't know what desk pads are made of, and if that material would do poorly against laundry detergent. I'm assuming a delicate cycle would be not very hot water, so, you know, lukewarm or room temperature. That's probably okay. What's up, Meerkat? Manufacturer, yeah, that would be good too. So neoprene, which would be pretty okay. Yeah. But not sure about the extra matted stuff. Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, if there was a manufacturer site, they might have more goods. So a little bit more damage. We do need to go venturing pretty soon here though, because yeah, our barricades are down a little bit. We're definitely good on food now. She's getting eepy. She's getting eepy, but she doesn't have any immediate, like, disastrous need. We have lots of food now. I give her some food. And then she's actually pretty good on... Well, actually, she needs food. But she's doing good on sleep and everything else. We could have her do some more crafting. We could have her do exploring. I think I'd rather have Penny do a little bit more exploring. So let's see what she can do while Penny's out and about. We have a lot more workbench availability now. We've got the level 2 workbench. And sure enough, you can build these two things separately. What in the world? I thought that was like a tentacle monster at first. What the fuck? I got tentacle hentai in the mind, apparently. Barricade level 2. So we need like, some electrical stuff. Dismantling station would help with some of the fancy stuff, but we need lumber for that. We need lumber first or sooner for other purposes. Certainly before we can get workbench level 3. Bolt cutters. Single use, but only for certain lock types. That stuff's expensive for these things in particular. Yeah, so that's for like the real fancy shit. Hopefully it'll be a bit before that becomes necessary. Yeah, communal area is still big. Communal area level 2 sounds great. It does sound great. Yeah, 3 survivors. I'm guessing we'll eventually get more survivors. Right now, communal area can only take up to 2. Medical eventually. Tomahawk, spiked bat, and pistol ammo. And pistol repair. There we go. There is some repair. There is some repair for weapons. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. Do I want to go ahead and build a weapons bench? I want to go ahead and build a weapons bench. We don't have a ton of the screws. But we don't have... Oh, I didn't even notice. You need the level 1 before you can even make the level 2. That makes me feel a little better because I was worried you would have that race condition. Well, not race condition, but that condition of, do I build the level 1 thingy right now just for it to be replaced in a night or two? Turns out we're not. I don't think we have to worry about that because we already have the level 1 cooking area and we need the level 1 cooking area to make the level 2. So it has to be built in order anyway. So yeah, I think out of all the things that I kind of want that I can build now, I think the one I'm most interested in, there's not very many of them, would either be another set of lockpicks or a weapons bench. And I think it's gonna be the weapons bench. That still leaves us with 2 sets of screws afterwards. Set that up. Yeah. That's what what's her face gonna be doing. Good old what's her face. And then yeah, she's getting tired. We can do one more round of scrounging with Penny before we have to put her down for a nap, for nappy times. Got 3 empty bottles for scavenging. Yeah, yeah, good for distracting bad guys if nothing else. Good for distractions. Couple things to disassemble. Alright, that all sounds good. Let's take a look at what our oh, okay, right. That's because we got it barricaded up. There's just dudes in our base just chillaxing. Alright, so the records... No. That's where we are? Yeah, we're at the records place, yeah. Jay's Motel! So, bit of higher threat rating, but lots of great stuff there. Yeah, the hardware store's got some great shit. So there's no weapons here. I think that's our old base. No weapons here. Lots of food. Some base, some medical. We're pretty good on food right now. We're pretty good on food, and we went to the gas station, right? There was some base stuff, yeah. Old Ballard's got a lot of stuff. Lots of food there. I mean, I'm not going to say no to more food. I'm not going to say no to more food, but it's not a priority right now. Weapons would be really cool, and all the places I kind of want to check out have nothing for weapons. We got Hearts over on YouTube. What's up, bud? For the demo, and it was okay. If you were kind of lukewarm on the demo, it's hard to give it like a guaranteed play it. I mean, I'm liking it so far. I did not play the demo. I was very fortunate. I was able to receive a review key for this one. A key so I could just check it out and play the full version. Because yeah, a lot of the times, yeah, play the demo is like a good way to kind of give it a try before you buy. So if the demo was just kind of so-so for you, I don't think the game is cheap. How expensive is the game? Real quick, we took a quick look-see. Quick little looky-loo. Oops. The Steam page. Here we go. How much is this game right now? $25. $25 for me at least. That's a good chunk of change. So yeah, I would say if you were kind of so-so on the demo, I would maybe wait for a sale because I like this a lot, but it's probably not for everybody. Yeah, played this War of Mine. Same developer, right? Same developer as this War of Mine. I never did play that one, admittedly. But I am enjoying it. I'm guessing the demo is probably pretty short because we played the tutorial and it seemed like the tutorial was about the length of what the demo would provide. So yeah, it wouldn't shock me if after the demo you went like, oh, that's it? Like, that was pretty short. But I am liking it a lot. So, I mean, it gets a recommendation from me. But yeah, if the demo was for you, I would maybe wait for a sale. As far as potential places to go, yeah, I really want weapons. Base resources would be good. I'm a little bit worried about the threat being that high. Well, relatively high. They'll be basically no matter where we go, we'll have the highest threat we've ever had to deal with. More medical stuff, more food. We don't need to take all the food with us, obviously. Some medical, some base resources. Yeah, base resources and weapons are what I'm most interested in right now. The food thing doesn't hurt. It certainly doesn't hurt. But base resources means we'll have a greater chance of finding boards. Planks, that is. Planks for boarding up windows. So with that in mind, all three of these have about the same level of threat. And all three of them have tier 2 for base resources. But this one has weapons. This one has a little bit of everything. Let's go here. I'll take my primary screwdriver and my offhand frying pan. I'll take the lockpicks. I will not take the empty bottles. I think we're probably okay on those. Should I take the bandages? I did get fucked up a little bit earlier. I'll take one set of bandages. And that will be it. Well, not be it, but that's what we're going to do for this sesh. We'll sprint to climb ladders faster and avoid getting grabbied. Well, I mean, just don't get got, as always. Don't get discovered. Don't be suspicious. I should just shine this flashlight into the window, right? Make it really nice and obvious. We'll probably default to the screwdriver just because it's a little bit quieter and does a decent bit more damage. Yeah, the frying pan, of course, is a lot louder. If we're able to do a stealth takedown, I'll be curious if a loud weapon doing a stealth takedown is still able to relatively quietly kill something. Yeah, so this is the hardware store, yeah. I'm trying here. I gotta move my water bottle so I can see through here a little bit better. Usually I was moving to the left, which was doing, or I'm sorry, moving to the right. Now we're moving to the left. A little bit different. Got some of this stuff, electrical stuff. Lots of wood, beautiful. Just what we wanted to see. So she's chilling. The idea is if I move stealthily, I can get through there. Not overstaying my welcome, but if I stay here for too long, she will sniff me out. try to get my ass. Now, I could throw the bottle. I'm just gonna hide here for a second. I'm not sure if there's like an innate timer to how long it takes for it to detect my presence. There we go. The dude there. I'm not gonna dwindle or dingle or dangle. I'm not gonna dawdle for long. The second he turns his back is when I'm gonna open this door. Doing it. Get his ass. Stab. Shank. Stab. Fuck him up. Get his ass. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this door as well. Really make sure that... Oh, fuck. Yeah, there we go. Just to really make sure that that lady stays where she is. She's staying put. Good. Good, good, good. Good girl. Good lady. Not so good for the dead guy here. Can I go into the office? Could be good stuff in there, but I'll assume that because I can't go in there, there's probably nothing interesting in there. Dark, scary red room. I don't see any obvious movements. It's like a garage, maybe? It's like a garage door. Fair enough, it is a garage door. How about that? Got some raw food. Something to dismantle. Plankies. A whole bunch of these things. Love that. Love that for us. Medicine. Alright, so now we're already reaching our maximum. Found a rake. Awful durability. What were we playing where rakes and mops were like amazing damage? It was like the best melee weapon you could find. What game was it? It was from a while ago, like a week or two ago. Yeah, well, rakes and mops were just amazing weapons. Better than knives, better than like axes. Maybe not axes, but like maces and shit. It was so bizarre. And now I see a game like this, I see a rake doing that little damage. Oh wait, no, actually the damage is quite good. The durability is god-awful. Beer. Used to temporarily restore morale, but only temporarily. We're gonna get that community center built up, so I think what I might do is maybe drop that. Sickness in its tracks. Sickness. That might come in handy, unfortunately. I might need that sooner than later. Ooh. I'll just sort through here. We definitely want those. Yeah, I want all these things. Goddamn. Let's drop the empty bottles. That's an easy one. These things are a definite for surezies. Tough choices, man. Tough choices. This lost a little bit of durability. I might come back and get those screws at the end. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Genuinely jump scared my ass. Oh my god. Trying to alert her homies. Oh, right. I gotta remember after 3 hits. After 3 hits, you gotta duck back, because they will swing at you. She must have come down the stairs. Must have come down the stairs and heard me getting my ass. Oh, but I got in her ass. I got inside of her ass. I just climbed on in. Guard it. Yeah. Like gardening equipment meta. A gardening equipment meta in Zomboid. I believe it. We could open this. I'm gonna do it. Make a bunch of noise. Kinda made a lot of noise. Can I close it back down? I'm a little bit nervous about the game zooming out like that. I'm guessing the idea is... Oh, you can lockpick. Yes. Yes, I will lockpick. Crack it open. There we go. More bandages, more of these things. Unfortunately, I don't know if I need 10 planks is a lot of planks. Yeah, the bandages were cool. More electric stuff was cool. Was it worth? Was it worth? I don't know if it was worth. I did say that I want to come back for this stuff. This stuff is like an absolute gotta have it. Gotta have it. But no, I do believe it. I do seem to recall seeing, like, hearing, but also seeing firsthand that, yeah, like, a lot of that, like, gardening kinds of tools. Okay, that's to exit. And stuff with, like, just long reaches. It wouldn't do a lot of damage in Zomboid, but, like, the long reach and pretty good durability meant it was, like, good for survivability. Yeah, I don't doubt for a second that that was a very powerful tool in Zomboid. Is this lady still here? She is. Okay, so the person that attacked me probably came down the stairs. Gotta use a bandage. I might. But I'm gonna see if we can maybe... I think we're nearing the end of this area. I will go ahead and close this door. Because if we're reaching the end of the area, then we'll just heal back at the base. Ooh, 3 of them. That's a little scary. That is good to know. So if it comes down to brass tacks, this thing's gonna break pretty soon. So I'd rather use this thing. This would probably hold up. Probably hold up. Nothing else. We know this thing. Well, this one does more damage. But the durability is... well, only a little bit more damage. The durability is the same, unfortunately. It was repairable. Nice. Okay. Yeah, spear was good, though. Yeah, good range. Yeah. Not too much stamina use. It sounds great. Sounds fucking great to me. You got me sold on it. With that thing. The 2 that are kind of far away, that are facing away from me, I'm not too worried about. But the one facing us has me concerned. Should I just hedge my bets and leave? My inventory is quite full. What could I possibly find that would be, like, just so amazing? Yeah, maybe I should just take what maybe I should just hedge my bets and leave. What would I find that would be so amazing that would make me drop some of the planks, some of these really good weapons, bandages, medicine? Yeah, I think we should just leave. The encounter is probably not worth it. We've got some really good stuff already. Anything that I want to maybe reconsider taking with me? So, the beer sounds kind of funny, but not all that useful necessarily. Or bandages sounds good. Definitely need the metal. Definitely need the fasteners. Definitely need a whole lot of wood. 2 full stacks is great. The screwdriver, you know what? The screwdriver is nearing its inevitable conclusion. The thing is, we might be able to repair it, but there's no way that would be for free. Maybe I'll take something for the dismantling station, because this would probably give us eventually more electrical stuff. Might grab that instead. At the empty bottles, no thank you. Anything else in here? Let's see if I can, like, get up on that roof. And that's a full stack. That's 2 full stacks, yeah. I climb on the roof. I cannot. Okay. Let's go ahead and leave. We could always come back if we needed to. And I might at some point just see what else is in that scary looking area. Post a tractor online for sale with the word tractor nowhere to be found. It's a tractor. It's a, yeah, quote unquote. So Penny is drained. Penny is eepy. Penny, let's get you get your ass into sleepy times. Get you ass into sleepy times. Oop. There we go. Daphne, who's getting kind of tired, but not that tired. I might have her be on barricade duty unless we're definitely good on food. We did get the weapon station. I'm kind of curious to see what the weapon station looks like and what kind of cool stuff we can do with it. Stomp, 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 stomp as I'm just stomping around. There it is. There's the weapon station. Yeah, that is a little bit odd, the shock value. You'd think that'd be the kind of thing that'd be front and center. Front and center, like, yep, that's what this is. It's a big old tractor for sale. Hell yeah. Hallelujah. Shout outs to the broken bottle, about as durable and as overall effective as a screwdriver. Odd that you need a bottle, an empty bottle, and duct tape to make a broken bottle. A little bit weird. But all right. Duct tape and metal makes a knife, which is quite more durable. And then a makeshift hammer. That's awesome. That's a very good melee weapon. Very good melee weapon. Of course, our buddy, this lady, not this lady. Just have to switch here. There we go. So she is extra good with blades. Increased damage when using a bladed weapon. I don't know if it tells you how much increased, but since she's going to be our primary explorer, I would probably lean into the knives for a bit. So that's probably what we'll do. I think I should go ahead and do the barricade. So if she's sleeping, If Penny is sleeping, we'll go ahead and put Daphne on barricade duty just to give us, you know, some insurance for a bit. It seems like every night you lose a block rather of barricade health. Just one segment. It wouldn't shock me if there were to be like monster surges, zombie surges, where like, oh no, there was a alarm across the street and a lot of zombies were in the, like, more zombies were in the area than normal. You take 3 damage, you know, as like a random event. It wouldn't shock me if that kind of thing were to happen. So let's give ourselves some insurance. That takes the full day. Takes the full day. So, yeah, let's just do the 1. Small repair. We have lots of these things now, which is great. And then on the following day, we might do a little bit of weapon crafting. That being said, we have 2 weapons already, so we're probably okay. Probably okay. So, let us continue. All survivors are assigned to something. Yeah. When you search, track doesn't show up. Yeah, so it was like you had to like manually seek it out, which is very strange. Hartza asks what happens to the workbenches when you move your base. The good news is I think they go with you. I think they go with you. All of your inventory goes with you for sure, which was nice. So yeah, when we moved our bases earlier, it took all of our inventory. We didn't have to like manually select things like you only have so much storage, you only have so much capacity to take stuff with you. The game just said, "Do you want to move your base here?" All right, here you go, and then we moved. So I think your workstations go with you, which is maybe not very realistic. You know, you think about if you have a lot of food, if you have a lot of supplies and only 2 survivors, how do only 2 people move across town, schlepping across town with all that shit? That's maybe a little bit weird, but at the same time, I think I'm okay with that kind of like hand-waving certain details where it's like, is it less realistic? Yeah, probably. Is it more fun to not have to deal with that level of granularity? I would say so. So, yeah, so I'm not bothered by, you know, a little bit less of that immersion. Right, so Penny is up and at him, and barricades are barricaded. She's feeling, surprisingly enough, Daphne's like doing great. She's psychologically holding in there really good. She's getting a little tired, a little hungry. I will feed them both. So you will have some of this. And then you over here, you will have this. Which we'll want to have her do more rest in the future. But I wanted to look at communal zones. Still haven't that goddamn cloth, man. We have so much other great stuff, but no cloth. No cloth. So what else could we have her do? We could have her build. Could have her build the dismantling station. That would potentially be very useful for us. Could do weapons bench level 2. That's a little spicy. It would cost a lot of very valuable resources. And not just a lot of them, but like the entirety of a lot of very valuable resources. That's a bit of a gamble. Same kind of thing here. We can almost do workbench level 3. Almost. Almost do cooking level 3, level 2, but we need cloth, of course. Don't have medical level 1, but we're doing okay so far. We've just scavenged a lot of medical things. We're okay for now. Barricade level 2, same thing. That would use a lot of, well, these specifically. Roll beds. We're okay on the beds. I want to craft bolt cutters. We did use the 1 lockpick earlier. Let's for sure do a lockpick at some point. So it's a question of, do I want to do lockpicks or do I want to, for the future, or like not for tonight, but for the next adventure, have her make a knife. A knife! And it's such a bummer that to my knowledge, you can't queue up multiple jobs from multiple stations. Because it'd be really nice to say, well, this only takes half part of the night. For the remainder of the night, go over and do something else. But I guess that's like a balancing thing. To try to keep that legit. So, because yeah, we don't have any immediate need. We don't need the knife right now. We have 2 other melee weapons. I guess in all fairness, we also don't have any immediate need that we like, where we have to go out and adventuring. We don't have to right now. What's her face is getting tired. Sleeping probably would help her mental state a little bit. But the more I just sit still, the more our need to level up our stations grows. So and of course every area is an opportunity to find more cloth, more of these other things. So no, I think I will send Penny out tonight. And I think I'll just stick with the 2 weapons she has. She has 2 not at all durable weapons, but it'll suffice. I think it'll suffice. Oddly enough, they're equally noisy. That's a little bit surprising. They're equally noisy. Getting bonged by a frying pan. I'm imagining it makes a very satisfying clang noise. A little bit weird to think of a rake doing something like that, but maybe it's not so much like a clanging, bonging noise. Maybe a rake is noisy because it's a goddamn rake. It's not like a hoe, which has like a sharp tip, like a gardening hoe or something like that. It's not like it's a shovel or a sledgehammer. It's a fucking rake. So you're just like, it's such an awkward weapon. So maybe that's why it's noisy. It's just because it's weird. It's just it may be a less than ideal kind of excuse me, a less than ideal thing to have. Here, let's thinking more about it. I think I might prioritize other stations instead for Daphne. I think I might prioritize other stations. We're good on cooking for a bit. We're good on food for a bit, rather. So I think what I might do is I might say, dismantling station takes 3. Yeah, let's go and do dismantling. Let's also do 1 set of lockpicks. That still leaves us with plenty of this stuff and also enough for additional barricade protections. Barricade level 2 eventually would be really sick. Eventually that'd be really good for medium repairs. But it's only medium repairs, not like any sort of like extra buff. Not like special repairs, I don't think. It seems like that just heals the repair-ometer better. Definitely want to hang on to that cloth. Cloth is a finite resource, man. That shit is valuable. That shit do be valuable. Let's see what else awaits. Now, we could go back to that same area. There was still a little bit of everything there. And the threat was lowered, but not eliminated. Excuse me, not eliminated, though. Base resources are definitely something we're looking for, yeah. We don't have any immediate need for weapons. We can make weapons now, so that makes me feel a little better. So yeah, probably base resources is what I'm really gunning for. So I would say probably Jay's Motel. Old Bollard sounds great, but man, so much food, and I don't think I have any need for that right now, at least not yet. Yeah, probably old Jay's Motel. These 2 things. I keep taking them with me, and I've so far not needed them. Reading some physical states. Not for healing health is the thing. It doesn't heal health, but for physical states. Maybe I shouldn't mess with that. Maybe I shouldn't take those with me. Maybe that's unnecessary. I'm thinking like staunching, like maybe if it heals a little bit, maybe if it staunches something like bleeding, and maybe that's one of them. Maybe that's one of the physical states. But yeah, maybe that's unnecessary. It takes up an inventory slot. So let's I think just stick with those 2 things. Begin the scavenging. For a moment there I was like, wait, should I be saving? I don't know if this game auto saves. There's no manual save that I'm aware of, at least. So we're going in. We're going in for better for worse. I realize I'm now on this pattern where I'm exclusively exploring at nighttime. Questionable. Again, in zombie movies, zombie video games, we've learned over the years that doing any sort of exploring, going out there and shit, is at nighttime is just rife for troubles. Color, cable TV, air conditioning. No, it's air condit awning. Also guest laundry and breakfast. You know, sometimes a free breakfast at a motel can really fuck. Sometimes a free breakfast at a motel. Sometimes it's awful, but sometimes it's amazing. Looks like he's not going to turn around, so I will take this as an opportunity to bonk his ass. Uh-oh. Did that make a bunch of noise? I'm going to temporarily go out here. Did you hear it was like all dramatic sounding? That was kind of similar to the sound we sometimes hear when the zombies like first see us and try to alert other bros. You know, be near the exit. Be near the exit. Oh, look, do you see behind me? There's like a weird kind of reflection happening with the water there. Probably a GPU thing. GPU drivers. I'm an AMD user, so I get some like extra fun GPU things, graphics card things that not all users get. And I think we're okay. It sounded scary, but maybe that was just like indicating we were making a lot of noise. I'm guessing stealth kills probably are better on durability as well. Weapon durability. No obvious duders. Doesn't mean they're not here, just no obvious ones. Can I search here? You see the bottom left, our person is like freaking out a little bit. We have no states, but yeah, you see in the bottom left, there's that red. What that might mean is that we're aware there are bad guys nearby. That might be what that means. Which, of course, is correct. There, no question, are bad dudes. Bad dudes afoot. I'm going to... Let's go ahead and open this door. There's a dude lumbering towards me. Yeah, that's good. The camera kind of zooms out. I guess to imply that this is a more larger area. Now, the bad guys are not afraid to fling themselves towards us while we're inventorying. This, of course, is a motel. Can I venture in? No, I cannot. Not even to hide, which is a little bit of a shame. We're kind of exposed right now. Could go. Okay, so we could presumably use that to hide, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we're kind of exposed. I don't know if the dudes can see me from above. Wouldn't shock me if they could. The second floor to explore. Person there. Alright, this might be risky. I'm doing it. Doing it. Hold my beer. I think that made like a little noise. I'm gonna go ahead and close this door. Oh, the light turn on. Maybe it was like a. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I was like, did someone turn on a light? No, I think it's just another graphics card thing. This little area, is that a bathroom? Ooh, some fabric. It's very worthwhile. We could dismantle. Presumably, we could dismantle this kind of thing to give us even more fabric. All the more reason for us to go ahead and go for that dismantling station earlier. Could probably climb out the window. Felt so inclined. Oh, baby. That is so delicious. Med kit and some water. Healing kit, rather. Very good. Yeah. At the end of the phase. Yeah. Only at the base, though, I think, right? Yeah, use it at the shelter, right? Use it at the shelter. The dude there. Just chilling. Can I vault? Might be loud as fuck. Oh, kick in the back of the leg like that. Weapon destroyed. I got my emotional support rake. Ready to go at a moment's notice. Right. We might not need it. We might not need it. This is my emotional support rake that helps me in times of trouble. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. Speaking words of wisdom. Kill the zombies. Yeah, that was the first draft for that song that Paul McCartney was writing. The boys in the band weren't feeling it. That was a hard sell, apparently. Go upstairs and see what awaits. There's for sure more stuff. I was expecting to see just kind of bad guys wandering around the top floors. I haven't seen any ominous shadows yet. Oh, there's an ominous something. It's like frozen. Oh, okay, he's twitching a little bit. He's almost got like the Michael... Oh, there's another dude there. They're both twitchins. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right. Once again. Alright, we got their ass. Bonk! That's pretty brutal, honestly. So this weapon swings a little bit slower. So a 1-2 followed by a dodge is a good pattern. I'm genuinely surprised that didn't alert this guy. That was unfortunate. It makes me wish I could duck into that room right there, but I'm pressing W. Can't fucking do it, man. There might be more stuff over there. Our inventory, once again, is getting pretty full, so I don't know if it's worth popping into there necessarily. Just because I took a bit of a hit there. Keep on schmoving. Don't need to sprint. Don't need to panic. Just keep on moving. Yeah, that's what I expected to see. I expected to see just dudes wandering around up here. And I, of course, did see dudes, but only after they saw me, unfortunately. We'll just notify this guy immediately. Oh, that's scary. I can't actually get his ass. What if I just walk by him? Here, I'm gonna, like, give him some space. I thought I'd be able to stealth kill him. I think I gotta, like, slowly and calmly go past him. On, keeping on, yep. Oh, that's scary. You want to turn around, lady? Want to be a bro and turn around? That'd be really cool. Right, I'm gonna do this. Good rhythm. Good rhythm. Bonk! Yeah, that was a good rhythm. We never needed to dodge. We never needed to dodge. They never, like, went for us. But that, like, gave us some breather room. So in case they did lunge for us, we were gonna be okay. Kind of disappointed there's nothing in here. Can I jump? Okay, so this is another way out. Thought for sure there was gonna be a cool room to explore, but there's nothing. Can't, like... Whoop, I can't, like, pull myself up or anything. That's a little disappointing. I didn't really have to take that fight, obviously. What I would really like to do is still there. Will you be chill if I explore? Take some stuff here. I take the beer. He's just chilling. I'm a little bit nervous about this fella. I'm a little bit nervous about him. I will leave that. I'll take the beer instead. Okay. Is there anything that I'm going to go back for? I don't really know if there was much that we didn't have room for. There's that one room we didn't explore. We could, like... see, how damaged is this thing? I don't know if I'd be able to take like, there's one dude we'd absolutely have to kill. And we have no more weapons, so once this breaks, then we're kind of screwed. Yeah, let's play it safe. We got the cloth now. Feeling good about that. Can I drop down? Yeah, here we go. Not make too much noise leaving. We got a lot of good stuff, though. Yeah, didn't quite fully clear it out. To give us a heads up or a summary of what remains. Probably more base materials, if I had to guess. Daphne's feeling pretty drained. Yeah, I don't blame her. That's kind of what I was expecting. The attacks are going to increase in their intensity. We definitely want to do more of that stuff. How are we doing food-wise? She's doing okay. She's doing okay. Yeah, we're good for food. So we don't need Daphne specifically for like cooking or anything. So let's go ahead and have her go for sleepies. A third survivor would help some things a lot. Just so it would also mean less food. You know, we'd have to babysit more people. But it'd help with kind of dividing and conquering. We did get the dismantling station, didn't we? I think we did. I guess it's just a level 1 or a singular level kind of thing. She makes only 2 of the thing, whereas Daphne makes 3. Okay. 11. So yes, anything? Oh, actually, for one thing, we can make the communal area, which I think is probably a good investment. I think that's a good investment. This person's sanity is definitely dipping. I think that's why there's that. Yeah, that's why the red like thing is like glowing. I'm guessing eventually it causes bad states to happen. Right now she's doing okay, like she's holding on, but how long? Of course, this is a task queue. This produces, wow, 6. That's awesome. That produces 6 planks too. So this mantling can really, really be hot. It can be real, real hot. Making weapons can be hot too. Yeah, another knife would really be good. It would really be good. Let's do the communal thing. And I think the next day we'll have her... Well, actually, we'll probably have her sleep. Yeah, we'll probably have Penny sleep on the next day. We could have her sleep now. Well, actually, no, we only have the one bed. Yeah, we'll probably have her sleep the next day. Probably not have her explore now. I want to just go do the barricades. I might want to just go ahead and do the barricades, honestly. Play it safe. So right now, the last one took 2 damage. What's to say that the next one's not going to be 3 damage? I'm going to be sitting on my ass. Twofer. That'll do us. Everyone's got a job. Got a gerb. There we go. Alright, so now she is drained. No surprise there. She's also a little bit hungry. I will give her food. Bloop. And then I will tell her. I see Daphne. I just like the stance she was in. It was a little zombie-esque. I was a little bit nervous for a second. You're going for sleepies. And then Daphne, you are going to eat for one thing. Might go ahead and have her cook because we are getting a little bit low on the stuff. No more veggies. We do have lots of raw meat still. I mean, I guess might as well. We have the meat for it. That'll make us good for quite a while, honestly, which would be nice. A full day of upkeep, of base upkeep. And he's no longer drained. 2 damage though, that's fine. So Daphne, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my slaying tonight? So let's go ahead and have you make. You know, we don't have so many of those, but we have enough barricade health. I think we're okay. Make the communal area. I think it's really going to be helpful. I think it's really going to be good. Yes, because she is losing a lot of sanity. I think in another night or two at the state we're at the pace we're going, and Penny's going to be struggling. She's okay for now, but yeah, it's like her stuff is dwindling. Now we could have her drink some beer, but it's only temporarily restoring morale. I mean, I guess it's always temporary because it's going to slowly go away anyway. So if things get desperate, we'll use that if we enter some kind of like demoralized state. We've been to these 2 areas so far, so there's a little bit more base resources, a little bit more food, a little bit of everything here. There was really just that one room that had a couple of dudes that were kind of scary. Haven't seen any new things yet. Old Ballard has a lot of food, and we are out of food resources, so that might not be a bad one. That might not be a bad one. It's weird that this one's glowing. We've definitely been there before. New locations discoverable. Yeah, all of them say new locations discoverable, except for this one. There's some base stuff, there's some food stuff. Yeah, this is more exciting. The thing is, we explored almost all of this area. We explored almost all of this area, and neither one revealed new locations. So, yeah, let's go for this one. Yeah, we know there's like hardly any scary things here, but yeah, we definitely need more wooden planks. Although we can dismantle wooden planks if we get desperate. I wonder if I should look at it. Now, because more locations will be helpful too. Let's go out this way. Oof, that one weapon. That is a little bit scary. Back out for a second. There are no weapons here. That's concerning. That is concerning, yeah. No weapons there either. And of course, big scary stuff out here. Real big scary stuff there. No weapons there. There's something there. There was that one kind of scary looking room. And I think if you're out of weapons, you just, yeah, at that point, you're just trying to, like, push through. Just trying to push through the scary shit. Shame there's nothing there. What I might do is not explore right now and make something. Now, just to be clear, there's not a repair option, is there? Right now? None that I can see. All I can do is make stuff. And that one would be pretty cool. That'd be good damage. Our girl loves stabbies. She's a stabby kind of lady. Now, of course, we do have the little bottles for throwing. We have a lot of them. So if nothing else, this would probably survive like 3 encounters. Maybe 4. If nothing else, if we brought some empty bottles, maybe that'd be enough. And throw those around, help us distract. How badly do we need resources? We could pretty easily dismantle this box to get a bunch of planks. Planks are kind of the limiting factor. We got plenty of food right now. Yeah. Our barricades are good for another little bit. Yeah, I think it's probably okay. I think it's probably okay. Let's play it safe. Let's have her make a shiv. Make 2. Yeah, I don't want to use the wooden planks. And if I could just have her like walk next door to the next station and also dismantle that box, that'd make me feel so much better. Make me feel a lot better. Yeah, might as well make 2. No reason not to, I suppose. Everybody got their marching orders? Yeah, she's making the commons area. Alright. The scavenging and exploring is my favorite part of the game, for sure. But I acknowledge the importance of this stuff. No question. But Daphne's getting a little eepy. She has not entered into like a scared state. The barricades didn't take any damage, but they will overnight, presumably. That's an important thing to consider, too. What I might have Daphne do... It's not doing too bad right now. What I might have her do is... Go ahead and dismantle this bad boy. So I guess dismantle everything, yeah. Just fucking go ham. Yeah, dismantle all that shit. That gives us a lot of very valuable stuff. Have her dismantle all the things. And then Penny, yeah, I think now we're ready to explore. Yeah, a little bit concerned. You know what? Should I go ahead and have her drink some beer? We'll do that next time when we return. Because yeah, she's right now in a heightened state, but not a panicked one. The thing that has me a little bit on edge with her is she has this thing right here that says undead attacks can cause a trauma state. And I don't know what trauma state means. I don't know how bad that is. It's probably not great. Probably not great. But we have more weapons now. I feel a little bit better exploring something new and scary. I wanted to, yeah, we could have her chill here. We'll do that next time, because, yeah, her brain's hurting. Her brain do be hurting. Yeah, no weapons here. We got plenty. I'll bring my trusty... Okay, don't need 3. Bring the trusty rake and an extra knife and lockpicks. That'll be plenty. Used at the shelter. Yeah. Used at the shelter. Yeah. Physical state, sickness state. I'm guessing sickness means... That's probably a thing that, like, certain encounters can cause. Certain monsters can cause. Or maybe when you get attacked by a zombie, there's just a chance it'll happen. Alright. Let's see what this is all about. This game is good. I'm really liking this a lot. I'm really liking this. I'm glad the tutorial was brief. I think there's something to be said about a tutorial that doesn't, like, overstay its welcome. And I'm guessing that's about how long the demo was. Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Very good game. Very, very good game. It's only early access, so there's more where this came from. So can I see? All right, that person goes pretty far. The question is, do I take this fight kind of close to the doorway where this other zombie in the background might get activated? Or do I take the fight further down the hallway? Do I take the fight further down the hallway and risk the unknown? Do I deal with the devil that I know, or do I deal with the unknown? I think we deal with the devil we know. I'll try to time it where I can take on the fight just at the next doorway. Ooh. Did they see me? That was very interesting timing. They, like, sprinted. Okay, I'm gonna close the door. See, that's it. They fucking sprinted down the stairs the second I entered the equation. Was that just bad timing? Oh, there's two of them. Are they gonna open the door? They try. Right. We're okay. And weapon destroyed. Oh. Can I... There we go. Okay. 1, 2. Dodge. Oh. We got him. Good. He like died mid-attack. He went... Alright. So... I'm not terribly surprised it went down that way. Not terribly surprised. No states. We're not injured. We're not sickened. We got hit twice, I think. Yeah, inventorying on the fly like that's a little bit scary. No. You don't gotta worry about that. Don't worry about it, lady. I'm just chilling. Don't. I'm chilling. Don't. Walk your ass back. You walk your ass back to the place, Edna. Woo! Dodged. Oh, our weapon is destroyed. Wow. All right, so we do have our fists. Oh, boy. That was 3 kills. And I got nothing. I think there were weapons here. Actually, no, I think there are no weapons. Well, we have lots of space in our inventory. We're not leaving empty-handed. If we need to, hide and duck around, we could. Man, it's weird because durability was like it was like 1/3 full. I was thinking it would survive longer than the rake, but I think it seemed like it dwindled quicker. But maybe it's because we were fighting a lot of shit. Maybe that's why. Firearm parts for crafting. Some bottles would be legitimately useful here when it comes to doing things to distract the baddies. What I don't know is if I have the means to, like, stealth kill with my bare hands. If we just can go up behind and just go... If it works that way. Be pretty dope. I think if I get up too close to the table, they'll be able to see me past the table. That's what happened with the cop car earlier. Or maybe not cop, but the car earlier where we were, like, up against something. And I was thinking the zombies would just look past us, but they saw us hiding. Dude, that says stealth kills take 3 hits. Well, earlier, a stealth kill, you just walk up with somebody. Or walk up on somebody. With their back to you. And if they don't detect you, and you're holding a weapon at least, there's a little prompt that says stealth takedown. And it's a 1-hit kill. I don't know if we have that option with no weapon equipped. I don't know if we do or do not. And the only way to find out is to, kind of put ourselves in a precarious position, potentially. Potentially precarious. So maybe I'll play it safe. Well, relatively safe. None of this is playing it safe. But I'll play it relatively safe and explore up here first. Is there any movement up here? Much like Ninja, I'm not seeing a lot of movement out there. Alright, there's one dude. He's lumbering. He must have a lot of wood the way he'd be lumbering. Here's an opportunity. If we don't see the prompt, we'll assume we're probably SOL. We are SOL. Oh boy. Ouch. Uh-oh. Nightmares. Uh-oh. Oof. Oh, I'm dead. Who didn't see that coming? Who didn't see that coming? So now we have one person at the base, yeah. Yeah, when you're unarmed, you're really screwed. Fought hard, but injuries took their toll. Remaining survivors received the grief state. Yeah. Yeah, when you're really behind the 8 ball when you're weaponless. And this person is great, but she doesn't have she has reduced damage. Is reduced damage. So we need to find more survivors at some point. Oh, weapon. I see what you mean, dude. You're dead. Yeah, it damages the weapons quicker. That makes sense. Yeah, regular hits, that is. So yeah, that makeshift knife, that thing popped instantly. So yeah, just to be clear, we go back to this guy, and maybe that's the difference, of course, is that I think every fight in that area just now, every fight in that encounter was like a non-stealth encounter. We were unable to do any stealth in that entire fight, that entire area. So yeah, that's what surprised me. It's like it's about twice the durability of the rake, and the rake lasted for 2.5 missions. But I think that's why. I think we had a lot more stealth kills. So yeah, that was just unfortunate. Unfortunate that there was just no opportunities that I could get at least for a good stealth kill. It was a combination of bad luck and also just not know. Like in that area at the end there where I tried a stealth kill, when you're unarmed, there is no stealth kill. I guess it makes sense, but I was hopeful. But just how it goes. It's good to see a one-legged duck. Just get the chair and fucking take his ass out. The folding chair to the back of the head, it works every time. Alright, well, poor Daphne, your favorite bro or lady is dead. Sad about it. Emotional distress, lose more morale. That's right. But the communal area will make it better for you. Well, there's no time for that because you're the only survivor. No pressure, Daphne, but you're the only survivor. So let's get the barricades fixed up. What I should have done is once my shiv broke, I should have just left. We did get some resources. I was gonna feel a little bit sad to, return so empty-handed, but I was thinking maybe we let's see what we can do with our bare hands. Yeah, I knew we weren't gonna find any weapons, so I was hopeful that we'd be maybe able to find something, but it was whoops, wishful thinking. It was greed. It was a combination of greed and also just being like, well, let's see how bad it is. Maybe it's not that bad. It was that bad. Lessons were certainly learned. Let's go take sleepies. She is eepy. This might be curtains for old Daphne. You see how much we're struggling to keep up with everything and also take care of her. Let's go eepy, and then let's also hang out in the communal area, try to recover our mentally broken state. Let's at least try to do that to help stem the inevitable here. Let's chill here. Wait, what else? Okay, yeah, just one manner of chilling communally. Yes, let me just sit by myself in this communal area and just ruminate on the loss of our favorite patient, because she's a therapist is the idea, and Penny was her favorite or at least most troubled patient who was prone to violent outbursts. Great person to share an apocalypse experience with, for sure. So yes, be alone with your thoughts. Actually, it helped. Well, hold on. So, we gained grief recovering, we gained depression, lost grief, lost depressed. I think that means we're on the road to recovery. Uh-oh. Was that a 3-hitter? Uh-oh. Are the barricades non-existent now? I think that means we have one more night. Much like what Phil Collins sung about, one more night. Because I can't live forever. I always thought that song was kind of bizarre. Come on, baby, give me one more night. Come on, baby. I know we broke up, but give me one more night. It's like, Phil Collins, come on. It comes off as desperate, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Yeah, so we're recovering. We're recovering, yeah. We definitely need to do this part. I'm tempted to do like a twofer. Just burn through all of our planks. Burn through that shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Should I go for it? Let's see what happens. This might be the kind of thing where, yeah, when you get down to one person, there's just no fucking way. Oh my god. I think we're behind the 8 ball at this point. I don't know if we're coming back from this, bros. We might not barricadally recover from this. Financially, barricadally recover from this. Yeah, we're trying to play it out with Daphne just to see, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Experimenting in the, yeah, exactly. Experimenting in the first day. Well, yeah. I mean, we're definitely learning about the systems and learning about like how to handle certain situations, what not to do. And this does strike me as the kind of game where, yeah, you're probably supposed to get fucked around a little bit. Fuck around and find out a little bit. So we've recovered from our grief. Jesus, this is fucking brutal. There's just no opportunity to kind of catch yourself. But we do have one weapon. Yeah. This might be good. Yeah. Is there anything we can dismantle to get those barricades back? Because we need barricades. That is our primary focus. Yeah, nothing. We dismantled everything. One thing we could potentially do is go back to the old base, which had better barricades. So could I say... Yeah, now there is a threat level, but the barricades are holding up better there. Looking for anything else that makes mention of such things. Yeah, if I go back here, it's a potential shelter. Gotta kill the small amount of threat that has taken up residence there. The one weapon. She's not very good at combat. Whoops, shit. It does reduced damage, but if we do stealth kills, we don't gotta worry. I will take some bottles. I guess all of them? Sure. Nah, probably not all of them. Just two. 2 bottles. And nothing else. First time Daphne's exploring on her own. Exciting. Reflecting on my loneliness. Yeah, that's basically what Daphne was doing, just contemplating the desperation of the situation. But I guess it's meditative. I don't know, for me, if I'm in an awful situation, the times I've like felt miserable, the times I've been stressed out or you know, feeling like I'm at my limit, if I'm just like marinating and just stewing on my thoughts, I'm gonna feel like Garbo. Whereas if I have like something to do or something I need to do, even, you know, it takes my mind off things, for better or for worse. So I like to think that there's some, you know, some grace and trying to, you know, keep yourself occupied. And get this guy. Get his ass. Daphne's first kill. Did kill his ass. She did not hesitate to fucking ruin his shit. Or gun parts, very good. The bottle, also very good. Get this guy right on the door. Oh, there's a chair blocking it. That's a bother. Can I... You can hoist yourself up. I wasn't sure that was going to work. Maybe we could have done that earlier then, because there was a moment where I tried to earlier and I couldn't quite fucking do it. Moving. I will take this as an opportunity to schmoove her. And by schmoove, I mean fucking jab the fuck out of her. Can I close the door? I can, and I will. Dead zombie in the children's room. Pure alcohol. Oh my god. Pure alcohol. Good for crafting and also for sanitizing a workstation, cleaning lab equipment, and also for just deleting your brain. The faster you drink it, the less you notice the flavor. Keeping away the dark thoughts, man. Oh my god. I mean, sure, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Our girls got some dark thoughts. Our girls got some dark thoughts, that's for sure. Hallway. I don't know if we ever made it up to this part of the area earlier. Although I think it was cordoned off. Yeah. Where these zombies even come from? Because this was our original base, and I guess they took up residence after we left. Where'd you fucking dudes even come from, bro? Is that a telescope pointing out the window? I fucking spying on the neighbors, bro. It's kind of cringe. Spying on the neighbors? Fucking weird, bro. Yeah, we already have all these locations. This is because this is our original base. It's still weird how the game was like, yeah, man, you gotta leave here. This base sucks. I'm over here like, this base is great. Should have stayed here longer, honestly. How's it going, bro? Let me just do a little something there. So the bad guys are all dead. Potential shelter. Yeah, I say we move in here. This is fucking dope. And move in here. Shiv is getting pretty low. Got some food, more alcohol, some bonus stuff there. We'll fucking take it, baby. Put those back. Grab the water. Move that thing so I can move out if I want, or leave that way if I wanted to. Probably don't have to be quiet anymore because the game has assured us that all threats are cleared, so we can probably trust them. Trust me, bro. Unidentified pills. Oh, good. A random state. That sounds very healthy. That's very good. One plank. I can't hoist myself up there. That house is just a little bit on fire in the background there. The back of the car. Get both of those things. Thing is that thing is like when a weapon is this low, it's literally one more hit and it's gone. When a weapon is this low, I just want to fucking throw it. I just want to throw that shit. It's like in Breath of the Wild and I guess Tears of the Kingdom where, yeah, when you know your weapon is like one hit away, that's when you want to throw that shit because you're like maximizing its efficiency. I'll stick more cloth. I mean, what a hard to find resource that was earlier. Did the barricades immediately break? Or do we have a chance? I think we have a chance. Just say, let's just relocate. Boop. Move to shelter. Head on back. Head on back. I guess the idea with moving from shelter to shelter is that it resets, presumably, resets or at least lowers the amount of damage your place is taking. You know, like the damage to barricades. Because if we would have stayed at that one place, there was just no way to keep our heads above water. We were going to get gotten no matter how you slice it. If we want to make her sleep, because she's eepy. It's so cozy now. Relative. Oh, actually, hold on. Before you do that, let's eat first. Now go for eep. I'm still not feeling the bestest about our girl Daphne. I mean, we're in a better state now, but she's still in a pretty rough state. Is she still Sag? No, she's no longer Sag. We need to get her a weapon. And since she is not necessarily better or worse with slashing or anything like that, might as well just give her the... We have... Oh, right, because we just moved into the place. I was gonna say, didn't we leave this thing out there? But it's because we moved back into this place. So... Oh, but it takes... Damn, but I need those things. Well, the good news... The good news is we have a bit before we need more planks. So... Oh, not two of them. Just the one. Although we're eepy, we're hungry rather, and our brain is hurty. Let's hold off on that for a minute. I have so much fast food here. I'm gonna eat a bunch of fast food. That's gotta make you feel better, right? Eating 3 portions of fast food in one sitting, that's gotta be a way to restore some sanity. I guess it, like, can make you feel better mentally, because, you know, like, food tasty, but then, like, your stomach's gonna hurt, and if you're shitting your brains out, it's gonna affect your mental state for sure. So let's eat a bunch of fast food and then just play cards with nobody and play chess with nobody. What a happy place. Yeah, this is hard, man. It's hard for our girl. She's trying her best. She's trying her best. Let's go ahead and venture back out then. There's only so much we can do. We could try one of the previous areas. I mean, we did kill a lot of old Bollard. The threat has gone down significantly. Threat has gone down significantly. We could avenge, maybe. We could avenge our old friend. Should we try this place again? Still new locations. Let's try this place again. We're gonna come prepared. We're gonna have our emotional support knife that's gonna break. Oh fuck! I forgot to actually. No, never mind. Never mind. We need to make a weapon first. And actually make the weapon. We helped her brain first. We cured her brain with fast food and playing cards with nobody. I think that's the answer. I think that's the answer right there. Anything else? I guess I could also make one of these. Fuck it, why not? Why not, man? We're going in guns blazing, and by guns blazing I mean knives slashing, knife stabbing. Bit of barricade damage. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. I am ready. Yeah, let's try. I'm with you, dude. Let's try that same area again. Let's avenge what went so poorly the first time. Let's correct the sins of our past. Lord knows I've been sinning. Take knife and hammer. No scavenging tools, none of that bullshit. Get the fuck out of Dodge. That's right. We have planned it. What's up, Pelican? Is this like this War of Mine? It is. It's the same developers, actually. The same developers. It's a different. It's probably at least a slightly different concept. I actually never played this War of Mine. Yeah, I believe it's a similar concept, and it's very good. This game is also very hard. I got my ass kicked earlier in this area, but this time it's gonna be different. Got a good feeling about this one. Yeah, I think that's the lady that killed us. There's I think even the corpse of our old buddy. I think that's the baddie that got us. Because we tried to stealth kill, and we learned the hard way that you cannot stealth kill with no weapon in your hands. If you try to stealth kill with no weapon, they'll just detect you, and you'll feel sad, and you'll be dead. You'll be dead. I'm gonna wait for that person, Zombino, to amble their way back this way. See, I want the fresh knife. Once they amble back this way, I'll be able to jump back up and try to catch him on the flip side. Hear them. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So how long do they stand there? Not very long. Making my move. Making my way downtown. Making my way to kill. Oh, fuck. Wrong button. God damn it. Well, not wrong button, but wrong prompt. There we go. There we go. Get fucked. Vengeance taken. So there's the corpse of our old buddy. All the stuff she had on her when she got. Some planks. Like those planks. Like them a lot. Like them a lot. Yes, I do. So this area looks clear. Is indeed clear. That's what. That's our old buddy. Our old character. All right. So if we needed to get the fuck out of Dodge, we could. I don't know if we can hoist ourselves up this way, but presumably there's a way to safely hoist ourselves down. Can I hoist myself up here? And all right, before I do that, that's a bit of a commit, a whole ass commit, as opposed to an asshole commit. One person up there. If I climb up, I might be able to get the drop on him, and if I get the drop, I'll be able to get the kill with our very damaged knife, just to like try to efficiently deal with it. Water dripping. Oh, you motherfucker. That's so lame. It even showed the prompt. Crap. Oof. It showed the prompt and then it changed its mind. Man, even with the dodge. Weapon destroyed, damn. Even with the dodge, it's really tricky. Because the dodge is like... It's instantaneous, but their attacks are like... so you have to... When you see them go for the attack, you have to really time it well. So we did get him, but not without taking a lot of hits ourselves. I guess I'm not terribly surprised that went so poorly. It was so misleading because I saw the E for the thing that says yes, go for the kill, go for the stealth kill. So I was like, yeah, but then it's like, oh, just kidding, they see you. I got all excited, got my hopes up. So yeah, honestly, now that we oh, okay, there's attic access. So now that we know, what I should have done is I should have gone around the other way. So if you see a ladder like that and there's a bad guy right there, even if they got their back tree, they will hear you basically. Yeah. Yeah, it took Daphne a lot of hits with the... And honestly, it took almost the entire durability of that knife. Almost the entire durability to make that one kill. Lockpicks. I do have lockpicks. Will this be worth it? The last time we had to use lockpicks, it was not worth. Was it worth? Some toilet paper, some duct tape, some screws, another set of lockpicks, and a splint. Kind of cool, actually. We definitely need more of these. I don't know if I need quite this many of these guys. This thing is obviously going away. Do the bottles. The lockpick. That's good for now. I might leave one fabric in exchange for the healing kits. Because that's 2 healing kits. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, in fact, yeah, we'll hold off. We'll hold off. We'll see. We'll see. I'm curious about the attic. There's more downstairs as well. Gary. Gary, can I like see up there? I'm guessing zombies can use ladders. If they were gonna like drop down or climb down even. Hear noises. Can't use the flashlight on the while I'm on the ladder. I'm hearing a lot of noises, but... Oh, you motherfucker. Can I go back down? Can I go back down? Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. If they want to drop down, I'll get their ass. This is a good vulnerable position for them. I don't think they can use ladders. I was thinking maybe he would just like fall down or drop down. Jump, and I'd be able to catch him on the drop. Oh, shit. That's my answer. Oh, except it's barricaded. They somehow fucking fell to the floor. I'm waiting for them to, like, try to hit through the wall. Oh, wait. Like, what are they capable of? Like, I'm trying to learn what the bad guys are capable of doing. Climb back up. Maybe I can see... They fell through the floor. Will you fall through the floor too, or are you smart enough to get past? Or are you just gonna look at me angrily? She's just gonna look at me angrily. You! Yeah, I'm so mad! Yeah, she's like, why I oughta. It's actually kind of funny. Oh man. Alright, so we'll probably need to come back around. The fucking dude falling through the floor was very funny. That makes me think that if we walked across there, we could have ate shit and fell through the floor. It's possible it might have killed him too, for that matter. Be very funny if that's how he got. Here's we can find more locations, by the way. That's right. Yeah, Daphne, she has a modifier, or I guess a qualifier rather, that says she is not as good in combat. She's good at first aid, she's great at cooking, but she does not fight well. She's just not a good combatant. You know, not everybody's good at everything, obviously. Presbyterian church and a fire station. It's a grocery store down the street. Just zoop. So angry. One drop on down. I'm curious what happened to that guy. Did he really just like eat piss and die from falling down? Or is he just still chilling out there? Hard to say. Hard to say. I didn't explore everything to the right yet, and I could go back around and climb up through the hole in the wall. Is this a dead end? Okay, so I guess this was the end of this area anyway. So more fasteners would be a very good idea. Bottled water is good. Firearm parts sound great. The reality is that we're not using firearm parts anytime soon. Let's be real. Be realistic. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. So only one set of fasteners is the thing. And this would be another way to exit, obviously. Are there bad guys down there? Don't know. This is one thing that's kind of unfortunate because the character, you know, the human person we're controlling, with their eyes, they can see down there. But me, the human player, can't. So, like, that's a little bit unfortunate that there's no, like... Oh, there's a person down there, though. So, yeah, so it's like we have perspective that the characters don't have. But the characters have perspective we don't have. So it makes it a little bit tricky sometimes. So there's one guy on the ground floor. One guy's still on the ground floor. Maybe he fell all the way through. Maybe he fell through multiple floors when he ate shit through the hole in the wall. I peek. Two dudes rummaging through there. That's a little scary. I can get one stealth kill for sure. Did he just walk around with her tits out? Tits out McGillicuddy over here? Oh, he turned around. Oh, god damn it. Motherfucker turned around. Can I drop down? Oh, am I just dead? Nope, not yet, not yet, not yet. It's not over till it's over. Oh, fucker just fell down. Oh, I lost my weapon. I clicked it and she wasn't doing it. Go. Go. No, not that way, not that way. Fuck. That was weird. I was clicking, but she wasn't swinging. Maybe she was, like, panicked or something. Hard to say. I'm not sure what happened to the stairs there. Maybe because I clicked it multiple times, it, like, toggled. Maybe in that kind of instance, you want to be a little bit more careful with your inputs. But, yeah, I definitely didn't mean to, like, enter the stairs and then leave. I definitely want to get the fuck out of there. Remaining survivors receive the grief state. Well, I got bad news about the remaining survivors. 12 days. Well, you know, I tell myself that's not the worst that I could have done for my first ever experience. Not the worst, probably. Not the best, but not the worst. It's a good game though. It's good. It's tough. I don't think the game is like dark. It's the Dark Souls of zombie survival. I don't think it's like fucking brutal. It's tough for sure. But yeah, once you kind of learn the systems and learn what to expect, or not what to expect, but like learn how to deal with certain situations and know your limits too. That's the thing too. Knowing what's possible in certain situations and what is really not smart, what is unviable. Yeah, that's the lady. That's the lady right there. She's just walking around with her tits out. Just tits out McGillicuddy, just being a zombie. It's like, whoa. Just because it's a zombie apocalypse doesn't mean it's a decency apocalypse. Come on, get out of here. I'm just shitting. I'm just kidding around, obviously. As if I would ever, you know, be sad about tits being out. As if that was ever a bad thing. I'm curious, what's the continue option? Is there like an autosave I can choose from? September 1st. So I guess the autosave was just before we went on that journey. Yeah. Yes, if you wanted to try the solo Daphne strat, you could. You could. I'd be curious to... I mean, I wouldn't, because I think the idea with this game is that you're not supposed to, like, save scum. If something goes badly and you get fucked, That's the game. Like that's you're supposed to just deal with that and move on. Versus like, oh shit, my favorite character died. Time to roll back the save. Like, I guess what I could have done is I could have Alt F4'd and said continue, now that I know it's a thing, but I feel like that goes against the ethos of how it's, excuse me, supposed to go. There's a scenario mode we have not yet unlocked, although it's possible that the scenario mode hasn't been, is it like, it's not, been implemented yet? Did we unlock any new characters, by the way?
This is your mayor, John Ward.
I'm kind of curious if we unlocked any new characters. So... these were our two. Daphne, the therapist, and Penny, her favorite patient, who is slightly prone to violent outbursts. And honestly, violent outbursts are kind of useful in zombie combat situations. Right, so no new characters yet. Oh, actually I can't like go back and say just kidding. If I were, so we're going to be wrapping it up pretty soon here. It's getting pretty late. If I were to play this again, I would probably do Tracy and Wayne. Because, like, Cowboy Wayne over here and his pregnant girlfriend is a very interesting and weird, a very interesting and weird kind of deal. And I'm kind of down for it, honestly. I'm kind of down for it. I know what I'm doing. More or less. Yeah, so no, as much as I would like to play more of this, and I will at some point in the future, but for now, yeah, we are going to wrap it up. I just want to see, like, did we get anything new available? Yeah, poor Daphne, that's right. Fortis. Full sicko mode. What's that word? Mobamba? Mobamba? Was that Obama's mother? Mobamba? Yeah, solving mysteries. There you go. Punishing the shit out of bad inputs. I mean, I think it was probably user error. Let's be real. It was probably user error. Yeah, what was it? It was the staircase fucked me up, and like, and yeah. There was something where maybe when I tried to attack, it was too soon after I was sprinting. It wouldn't shock me if that was something that was less than recommended. Tits out, bits out. That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's a difficult game, but it's good, and it doesn't feel like just brutally punishing. It doesn't feel like oh my god, this game just stomps my dick in. We were talking about Frostpunk earlier because there was the announcement about the Frostpunk remake, the first one, that is some sort of re-implementation or re-release of the first one. I think it's a new engine or an updated engine, and like that's a game that just feels helpless. Like that game just stomps the hope out of you. And it's a good game, and it's very good. It's very well made, and it's not unfair. It's not like, oh fuck, there's like the game is like aggressive against the player. But the game does a very good job of throwing so much at you and having to spin so many plates. It's just so stressful. It's so stressful. So to me, that's a game that just sucks the air out of the room, which is effective. That's kind of what it's supposed to do. That game is, I think, meant to give you the feeling of what of the survivors and the colonists are experiencing in game. It's supposed to feel just hopeless. It's supposed to just make you feel destitute. So it's very effective in that regard. But whew, man, it's a lot. That's a tough one. But no, this game. Very enjoyable, and I very much would love to play more of it. It's early access. There was a couple of little technical bits that could maybe use a bit of cleaning up. The one thing I think was maybe a little bullshit, just a teensy bit of bullshit, was the ladder part. I'm climbing up the ladder, and in my mind, I'm thinking, how much noise is this gonna make? There's a zombie right there, but they've got their back to us. And our person, let's think about this. I think I was playing as Daphne, so never mind. She didn't necessarily have extra sneaking. Penny did, but Daphne didn't. But I was thinking, I don't know, they're not reacting to me yet. And as I'm climbing up the ladder, the E indicator pops up. E, which is to say, oh, if I get right there and I press E, I can do a stealth kill because I had a weapon equipped. So I was like, hell yeah, let's fucking do it, baby. And as the animation is like completing, the character turns, like the zombie turns around, and of course the prompt goes away at the exact moment I emerged from the ladder. So like, I don't know, is that a shortcoming from the game, or is that just a lesson learned. The fact that it seems to indicate, yeah, you can stealth kill this person. You can do it. You can stealth kill them. And then you get close, they say, fuck you, you can't do it. So, I don't know. Would I have preferred that it wouldn't have given me that false hope? At the same time, they were stealth killable if you could get into that position. Maybe it would have been better if I was using Penny, who has better stealth. So, yeah. But regardless, it was a lesson learned. So much of this game is fucking around, finding out, and learning lessons. Yeah. A lot of save scumming, yeah. Yeah. Or rather, you're saying, like, yeah, less save scumming, yeah. I mean, games like Dishonored, games like, Fallout, New Vegas, Fallout 4, I think that's just par for the course. I think that's more or less kind of expected, necessarily. So I wouldn't say it's like a bad thing, but some games definitely don't want you to do it. Games like Noita, games like this one where, like, yeah, there are ways around instituting some kind of save system or utilizing some kind of save system in your benefit. But yeah, part of the joy I think is dealing with the tension of knowing you're risking it all and dealing with the aftermath when it all falls apart. Yeah. So Sicko Mode Mombama. I've never heard of this one. I do love me some good dank memes. That one sounds pretty dank already. Pretty dank. But this was fun. This was a fun night. Thank you to Ronan for that raid. We're going to wrap it up here. Very good game. Really, really impressive, this one. I've mentioned before, I feel like we've just had a series of bangers of really cool games we've gotten to play recently, so I've been very, very fortunate. We're playing another good one tomorrow. Well, at least, hopefully it's good. I guess I don't know for sure. I've heard pretty good things. It's called Lost Skies. To be honest, this was so Lost Skies is a dare drop campaign, or has a dare drop campaign, that I wasn't so sure on when I first saw the game. I was like, I don't know. It's another survival crafting game. But the movement looked really cool. Like, the exploration and movement looked really sick. And I was like, I don't know. Like, if I could play multiplayer, I'd be down to play some multiplayer for that game for sure. So if any of my streamer buddies are playing it, then maybe. And I saw that Alina and Veritas and Oni are playing it tomorrow. I messaged Veritas and I begged and pleaded. I embarrassed myself horribly. I think I offered to pay him. I really groveled in front of him to say, please let me join you guys for the games, please. I was snot pouring out of my nose, and I was bawling my eyes out, really embarrassing myself. And Veritas, I think, felt sorry for me. I think he was like, oh my god, that Alex kid is such a nerd, but oh fucking god, all right, fine. So I was able to, to exploit his good conscience for my own selfish gain, and they agreed to let me play with them. So we'll be joining them tomorrow. I think we'll be starting kind of early. Well, when I say early, I mean relatively early. So much of the time, I'm starting my streams at like 10 o'clock, 10:30 p.m. on weekends, that kind of thing. So we'll be starting early tomorrow. I think we'll be starting at around, I think, 1 p.m. Central Time. They're all in Europe. Well, Oni's not. Oni's in the US, but Veritas and Alina are somewhere in Europe. So for them, like, their 6 p.m. is my like 1 p.m. I think. So we'll be starting a little bit early tomorrow. But and I'll probably stream for like 4 or 5 hours, and then probably wrap up around dinner time. Then I'll have dinner with Gracie and hang out with her for a bit. And then depending on what time we wrap that, like what time like Gracie and I wrap up with dinner and like just kind of hang out for a bit, I might be able to do a second stream Saturday, depending on what time I get back to my computer. It'll depend just on what time I get back to my desk. But there's a chance that I might be able to get back to my desk early enough to do it, maybe a second stream. There have been times in the past where Oni and Veritas and Alina might do some kind of game like this, like Lost Skies, that is, and stream for like 12, 14 hours. They've been known to do some long sessions before. It happened with, oh god, what's that Half-Life survival game that I like so much? Half-Life Survival. Will it show up? No. Half-Life Survival game. What was the name of that game? Abiotic, that's it. Abiotic Factor. We played Abiotic Factor with Alina and Veritas and a couple other friends last year, and yeah, there was there was one night where we like started at like 6 p.m. my time. And I end my stream at like 2:30 a.m. So I've streamed for like 8 hours and they're all still going. And again, they're like 6 hours ahead, 5 or 6 hours ahead time zone wise. So yeah, they were going well into the AM, well into the morning hours. So every once in a while, Alina and Veritas and Oni, they fucking do the DJ hours, man. My God. So yeah, Abiotic Factor. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. So anyway, so we'll be doing some Lost Guys tomorrow. We'll see if it'll just be a one-off or a one session or a 2 session or more. We'll see. No guarantees. But yeah, but almost assuredly we will be doing the just one session in the afternoon, which would be fun. And yeah, this is good. This is good. Lots of good games. Lots of good games this week, man. Lots of great games. Hopefully some games on Sunday with Alias and Krath and Shake. I know Krath had some computer stuff. I think he said he's getting some new computer parts pretty soon. I'm not sure if those came in yet. And Alias I know was busy last weekend, but yeah, I think we should be good for games with the boys on Sunday. So yeah, lots of fun stuff. Tonight was fun. So some games with friends tomorrow, and hopefully some games with other friends on Sunday. And then more games next week, for sure. More games next week. I got a number of other things I'll be checking out. Yeah, good stuff, friends. Good stuff. Transparency with the review keys. No, well, thank you. It's nice of you to say, Pelican. It's nice of you to say. Part of it is like, I'm not going to be like, I wouldn't do it if I didn't have to. But the reality is that part of it is a legal requirement. There is actually a law that's probably not like that enforceable necessarily for people like small time like myself, but it is a disclosure that you have to make if you are sponsored in some way. Now, it's not a sponsorship. I'm not being paid to play the game. I'm not being reimbursed, financially, but I am being compensated in the form of a game key, which has an innate value. So from a just soulless legal perspective, it really is the right thing to do. But I like to think that there's also, what's the word? I don't know. Value in making it clear, when a review key is gained, that kind of thing. I like to think that hopefully I'm able to, weigh in on whether or not I like a game fairly objectively. Well, I mean, it's subjective, but I mean, I can like offer opinions without unclouded by the fact that I got the game for free. Because I mean, let's be real. A lot of the times when I play a game, I'm probably going to enjoy it. I'm usually a pretty agreeable person. I usually tend to enjoy the stuff I play. Every once in a while, we'll come across something that's kind of, I shouldn't say a stinker, but maybe not for me. Flathead is a good example of that. Rat Shaker, although Rat Shaker was like funny and it was enjoyable for other reasons, the majority of like the game part of the game was just kind of okay. Like, so, and those are two games that have very good ratings on Steam. So yeah, it's not always going to be for everybody. So, but those are both instances where I got review keys for them. So it's like, I like to think that we can still be honest with our impressions of these things, unclouded by the fact that a review key was given. But the one thing to consider is that when I get a review key, I am ignorant. A lot of times I'm ignorant of the costs. A lot of the times I'm ignorant of the costs. It just so happened that tonight, when somebody asked about the game earlier, I remembered seeing it was $25. I just happened to remember that. But a lot of times I will confess, when I get a review key for a game, I just go off to the races and I don't always do my homework. So that is one thing I could always do a better job of. But anyway, no, I appreciate the kind words though, Pelican. I appreciate you saying that I can think. If I've fooled you into thinking I'm a man of integrity, then the illusion was complete. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I enjoy this kind of thing. I enjoy checking out cool little indie games, early access stuff, especially if something really looks interesting to me. I try my best not to overload and like take on too much. And I also try not to just fire off applications and review requests for everything. I try to really consider what would I really enjoy streaming, what would potentially respond well for the kinds of games I usually stream, and like what my viewers typically enjoy, versus like, oh man, I'd never play that kind of game. Like, what the fuck? Like, that'd be out of left field. Versus, oh yeah, this kind of thing. Yeah, that reminds me of another game I played recently that people seem to enjoy. So try to be considerate of that, if not for my sake, but also for the people that, you know, run these websites, because a lot of these things are manually reviewed. Lurkit, Keymail, or these kinds of sites. Usually it's a human person reviewing the application. So if I'm bogging them down with 1,000 requests by this dingus named Super Hobbit, then I'm making their lives miserable and not exactly making mine easier either. But no, like I said, appreciate the kind words, Pelican. And appreciate folks hanging out with us. And yeah, we're gonna find a raid target. Gonna find a raid target because it is late, maybe even early, depending on your time zone. If you're getting into the East Coast hours and it is approaching being early, because it's 1:40 a.m. in Central Time, so in Eastern Time you're getting into nearly 3 a.m. Who's streaming this game by the way right now? Because there was a lot of people streaming this game earlier. When I looked on Steam earlier, there was like a dozen people streaming it, and it was up to like 500 hours or 500 hours, 500 viewers across like all the people streaming it. So yeah, let's find a new person if possible. There's a new person. This person is speaking I think they speak Thai, and they exclusively speak Thai. That would be a language barrier. This person speaks Spanish and another language that I don't recognize. They're from Uruguay. Cool. Okay. This person is Japanese. Oh boy, that's the downside of getting into the late night hours, is you get into some you get some language barriers. You get a little bit of language barriers. Oh my god, what an unflattering thumbnail. Look at this dumbass. Look at this dumbass thumbnail. Look at that. What's that face? What a fucking stupid thumbnail. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. What a dumb face. I make such dumb faces, bro. I love it. Oh, that makes me so happy. That's so fucking stupid. I love it. Oh, it's so dumb. Look at that goober. Who would ever want to hang out with that goober? Who would ever want to watch that guy? What a guy. What a dingus. What a dingus, man. But no, but thank you again, Pelican. I really do appreciate those kind words from you, bud. Yeah, not offering blind praise. I will confess, I inherited this from my mom. My mom is the kind of person that, like, she doesn't like to say bad things or negative things. So like, if she's seeing something or being shown something or watching a movie or a TV show and ask an opinion, she'll usually like say something nice. Just to say something, just to offer something supportive, especially if like the person that made it is there, like, you know, you want to be encouraging. So like she'll do that, and I think I'm probably more guilty of that than I want to admit. We're like, yeah, what'd you think of the game, Alex? And you'll see me go, well, and I'll offer like a sandwich of like, that part was neat, this thing was cool, this part I didn't like. You know, I'll try to pepper in the good and the bad, but but sometimes in my mind I'm like, it wasn't for me. And that's usually what it comes down to. Usually if I don't like a game, I won't say this game is fucking garbage. Usually what I'll say is, it wasn't for me. Because 99 times out of 100, that's usually what happens. Usually if I don't like something, it's not because it's bad, just because it's not a good fit for me. And that's okay. You know, I don't play a lot of maybe I'm trying to think of a good example of something. Well, yeah, Frostpunk. Frostpunk's a good example where I don't play a ton of strategy games. I don't play a lot of like dick-crushingly hard strategy games. So yeah, when I played Frostpunk and we did a good number of sessions with it, I was by the end I was like, man, I'm fucking exhausted. And I just kind of determined it's just not for Alex. But very good game. Overwatch, same thing, like same kind of thing there. I just couldn't get into Overwatch. Just not my thing. Just not my thing. Yeah, Ratchecker, yeah. It's Ratchecker was funny for like 10 minutes, and then you start playing the game and you go, eh. Now it's cool that they've made more changes. They've done a bunch of updates to Ratchecker, but I'm not sure if like, I think they added a new ending and spruced up a couple things. Is it enough for me personally? I don't know. I don't know if it's enough for me personally, but I'm glad they have added more to it. So I'm sure for the people that love the game, that's great. But I don't know. Even though one of the devs stopped in that one time and was like sending us thinly veiled rat positive messages to check it out, And I thought that was really cool. It was very cool of them to do that. I don't know if I want to go out of my way to play the new content. At least maybe not on stream. Maybe off stream I might poke around with it, see if it's worth. I shouldn't say see if it's worth. That sounds mean. That sounds dismissive. But like see if it would be worth streaming. See if it'd be something I'd want to jump into. By the way, Black Magic's oh, I wish Black Magic was streaming. I never get to raid him. Black Channel is live right now. Black Channel is live right now. I keep yammering. It's almost 150. Goddamn. Yeah, Black Channel is live right now. I don't get to raid him very often. So I'm gonna raid this man. Oh, Poe is live right now. Oh, I never get to raid Poe. Let's raid Poe instead. I never raid Poe. Usually, if Black Channel and Poe are streaming or are playing, usually one or both of them are streaming, but not usually both. Let's raid Poe. He's always such a nice guy. He raids me all the damn time. We love Poe. He's a great guy. Augusta says, there's always Kenshi, Alex. That would be up your alley. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that it would be. I know you're right, Augusta. I know you're right. There are messages in the chat. Yeah, I hate to say it. That's another example where it's like, I want to say nice things. But yeah. The problem with Rat Shaker is not even that it was a bad game, is that it was a mundane game. The gameplay, like the actual game was just fine. It was just serviceable. It wasn't bad. It definitely wasn't exemplary. It was just okay. Just kind of like the plot, the exploring. It was just fine. It was just average, and it was kind of forgettable, honestly. So like the funny rat shaking noises were hilarious, but that's for me all it had to offer. And for some people that might be enough, but yeah, for me it's like we've played enough of those kinds of games. It's like it needs something else, some sauce, some juice, man, some juice. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna raid Poe. Boy. He's a great dude. He's doing some Phasmo with Black Channel, another streamer friend of ours. Both of them have raided me a billion times over, but I don't get to raid Poe often enough, so this is an awesome opportunity to hang out with a buddy. He's a great dude. And Phasmo's always fun. I haven't played Phasmo in a long time. I know there's been a bunch of updates since. New mods, new all kinds of crazy shit. So, yeah, good. Always nice getting to raid some friends. And check out some Phasmo. Phasmo from some cool homies. And, of course, we'll be doing some co-op stuff tomorrow as well. Playing Lost Skies with Captain Elida and Veritas and Oni. Yuki Oni VT. So that'll be great. And Sunday, hopefully some games with the boys, some games with Alias and Krath and Shake. So very social weekend, very social cooperative weekend. If the stream on Sunday doesn't happen, or rather the co-op stuff doesn't happen, I've got other games to play, of course, but that's the hope. The hope is we'll do some co-op stuff with the homies. My socials page is in the chat. That socials page that has all of my links, social media, Discord, YouTube channel, all that kind of jazz. Of course, I went to that YouTube meetup earlier, which was cool. It was that's why I'm wearing my YouTube shirt right now. Went to a YouTube community meetup earlier today. It was a really nice time, and it's where we got to create my. I accidentally created an alter ego, because when I wrote out my Creator Collective name card, you can see I scuffed the H a little bit on this with a Sharpie somehow. Don't know how it fucking happened, but scuffed the Sharpie H with the Sharpie a little bit, so it looks like it says Super Flobbit. That's where an unexpected alter ego, an unintentional alter ego was created. So yeah. So anyway, my YouTube channel is on that socials page. We'll be doing some giveaways next week. I think a week from today, actually. A week from today, we'll be doing some giveaways. I'll have a giveaway key for Asgard's Fall, Viking Survivors, the game we played last night, and maybe one or two other game keys, because we have some dare drop campaigns in our future, so maybe a couple other things if we're lucky. And that is it, friends. That is it. I've yammered enough as it is, and we're gonna raid Poe. He's a great dude, cool dude, plays cool games. He doesn't afraid of anything, confirmed. Cool guy. He doesn't afraid of anything. And he's playing some Phasmo. That game is always fun to watch. And Black Channel and Po' Boy are very good at Phasmophobia. So if you enjoy watching people stream this game, you're in for a good time. If you enjoy watching people who are really good at the games they play and are very knowledgeable, both of them are really good, because they've played this game, they've streamed this game a bunch. Yeah, it'll be a good time. They're good dudes. Both of them are good dudes, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with them. I'll see you guys there. Everyone have a great night. I'll be down for more co-op stuff tomorrow. like I said, planning is to start around probably 1, maybe 1:30 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. I think that's the idea. Of course, I post on the Discord server whenever I go live. I post on social media. So if nothing else, that the Discord server has will have the deets as far as like when we're going live. There's also channel roles, by the way, you can sign up for. So if you want to be notified whenever I go live, that is an option in the Discord server if you so choose. Otherwise, guys and gals, I'll see you guys around. Thanks again to Ronin for that raid. You guys have a great night. I will see you. Good night, friends.
Boy, lather up.
Nah, don't worry, I tan easy.